Falling once again, you're listening to World Combat Sports. Salute to everyone that's tuned in. The WCS supporters is in the live chat. I appreciate you for pulling up each and every time, supporting the channel, growing the channel. You know what it is. Today we continue to talk on the controversial situation that's going on that, certain people are addressing thoroughly, 100%. You know what I'm saying? And the other individuals are just looking at it like, well, why they keep on talking about it? The good thing about this topic is the fact that Deontay Wilder is not even scheduled for a fight, but we're able to talk about him and have his name out here in the media, and he doesn't even have a fight schedule. Unfortunately for, WBC champ, it's at a point right now where it's so much that's circulating around. People just coming up with their own theories and conspiracies and everything about, what happened with the water and all this other shit and all the accusations. Do he have proof? Listen to me. Listen. If Deontay Wilder had proof, let's just say he's talking about the egg weight and the injury that he had to his head, right? Let's just say he provided a document for you, the listeners, to see. Would you say it's authentic? Would you say it was authentic? Deshaun in the building, salute to you. Juice in the building, what's good? Donnie Draco, what's good? Salute. Would you say that the document would be authentic? Because I hear people all the time, they talk about it. They say, hey, we need proof, we need proof, we need proof. So what if they was present a doctor's statement and they had the doctor's name blurred out? Would you consider a scanned document as authentic? Would you appreciate him providing you proof written up by his physician, his doctor, on, an examination and what he was diagnosed with for the findings? Would you appreciate that? Would you respect that? I don't think so. I think people be looking at that document and say, oh, look at Deontay, he's lying. He's a liar. He presented false documentation. And then a brother like me, I'd be like, so what's false about it? Oh, he marked out the doctor's name. Isn't that what you want to do? Because this is a hot topic. So do you want him to present you a document with the doctor's name on there so everybody can be trolling and calling the doctor and looking them up on social media and disrupting his business? No, right? So we need to just put that away. You know what I'm saying? Put it in the recycle bin, because the proof is held for the legality part. If it's a court, court cases going on, then guess what? The proof is going to be there for that matter. The proof isn't going to be here just from Deontay Wilder coming out here showing you all a document and then what the doctor said initially after examination, his findings, her findings. You know what I'm saying? So let's let that shit ride out. Stop asking for motherfucking proof. Now, for the other proof, because there's several cases in this glove scandal. There's several cases in this freaking boxing scandal, one of the biggest in boxing history. There's plenty areas that we can go to. Let's just go to the water, for instance. Has Mark Breland ever denied that he didn't taint the water of Deontay Wilder? Has he ever really came out and said he adamantly denied it? He did mention that JD's handled the water too, but did he deny it? And the only way for us to have proof of water is the fact that we need the bottle, one of the bottles that was used that night in question, February 22nd, 2020. We need one of those bottles with the liquid in there so it can be tested. Now, I'm gonna peel back another layer. And this what I can relate to. This what I can relate to very closely. And this has nothing to do with Deontay Wilder situation. All right, it's separate, but it's just an analogy. Okay, I hear, and I've looked at the interviews, with the UK. I'm not gonna mention their name. I ain't giving them no shine. They wanna keep mentioning proof. Everybody's mentioning proof. So what if Wilder, who never sit up here and told you all straight out that the outfit, the uniform was fucking him up? Maybe he felt in such a way, because he did say he wore a 40-pound vest, right? He had no problem with it. What if you're so used to knowing how your body performs and acts, and all of a sudden you going into a fight, you say, God damn, man, it's something ain't fucking right, man. Like, I'm feeling crazy right now. It's just like, when for those of you that smoke, you might hear some different type of weed and you feeling different, like, what the fuck? Did they lace my shit? I'm feeling a little different. If he didn't know what the fuck was going on with him, then Deontay Wilder has to make an assumption to the way his body is feeling. He's used to feeling strong and ready to go in there for battle, energized, powered up. He's used to it. He understands his physicality, mentally and physically, right? Before heading into the battlefield. So at that point in time at the MGM Grand, when it was time for him to rock and roll, he was like, God damn, my legs feel heavy. What the fuck? Like, I just don't get it, man. I don't know. And I can relate to that. And this is what I'm talking about with evidence. If you don't know what is going on with your body, how are you supposed to dial it in to say, you know what, it is this right here? If you don't know what's going on, like you had COVID out there, man, you had this, you had that. But then you go into the ring and you're like, okay, COVID is not known to shut people down like that. That wasn't even in effect at the time. But just the overall, the lack thereof, something, the stimulant is something that has been injected, something that has been diluted, something is contaminating the way my body structure is supposed to be activated right now. I'm used to feeling high energy. I'm good. But Deontay Wilder wasn't feeling that shit. He was feeling the opposite. He was like, something ain't right. So I'm looking at him from the TV. I'm like, damn, why his eyes look like that? And then when he was in the back, right? Did you see how he was looking at the referee like he was looking past him, like he was looking through him? What evidence do you need? Like, he was fucked up. So a lot of that can bleed over to his water being contaminated potentially, because there's been other boxers who supposedly had their water contaminated. It's been other possibilities where fighters have used water or liquid that wasn't legal to have in a boxing in a fight to boost them up, i.e. Tony Harrison, Jermell Charlo. He mentioned about that, bottle. He's like, how can they be drinking out of a Gatorade bottle like that? That's not approved. You're supposed to have only clear bottles. I know that's just an anonym to what I'm speaking about, but what I'm saying is a lot of people are asking for evidence. How can you present evidence when you don't know what to look for? You can just assume that, man, shit is fucked up. Donnie said his body language is proof. I agree, man. His body language was proof that he was fucked up. Transcendent Sports Channel in the building. Make sure you check out his channel, man. Salute to you. It's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking at and hearing a lot of people saying, hey, check this out. We want proof. You're not providing us proof, so you want to shut it down. And my way of thinking is this: even if he provided proof, people would take it to step 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you really don't want proof, because if he brought proof out, you would say, how do you know that? Well, let's bring the doctor on. Let's bring the doctor that you went through. Let's go ahead. But no, I brought you proof. So let's say a member of his team inserts proof into this YTBC. And now we have a live up here with the proof to basically caveat to the mystery that we're dealing with of the glove gate situation and all the other variables that went down, right? You're going to have individuals up here making videos to debunk it. Even if they have proof, they're going to say, well, we don't find that credible. That's inadmissible. There's no way that proof right there is going to be admissible in court. That's inadmissible. No, it's no way. So listen, it goes back to the same way with Deontay Wilder. Was like, he was out of sight, out of mind. He was quiet, and people complaining that why didn't he come out and say something ahead of time about Mark? If something was said, there was a lot that was going on about it, and people just took it as like Deontay Wilder. See, they were so blind to say that Deontay Wilder was making excuses for his loss that they overlooked what was being said about the water situation. They overlooked the fact that Mark Breland had left, which is on video, had left the ring, had left the arena before the fight was over with at the Staples Center. You know what I'm saying? The fact that he thrown in the towel against Deontay Wilder's wishes. The fact that supposedly there was a boxer yelling, "Stop the fight, save our champ," and all this other shit that had connections with Crunk, just like Mark Breland. Mark Breland has deep ties to Crunk Gym. And now the truth is coming out because he wouldn't dare provide the U.S. media with the story, but he did. He did provide the UK media. You know what I'm saying? Why wasn't we good enough? You won a gold medal at the U.S. Olympics, right? So why couldn't you bless any one of us with the entire story, the open-ended story? Why? Why would you have to get paid off, however you did it, get paid off by these guys and freaking talk your shit over there and allow them the pleasure to use you as a puppet? Because it's not funny that the MTK Global documentary came out and then they wanted to bring out Mark's interview to pretty much cascade over the bullshit that's going on with Tyson Fury, mob ties and all this other shit, dealing with Daniel Kinahan and everybody else. But people get on here and say, well, he hasn't been officially convicted of anything. The documentary was out. The shit is motherfucking out. I'm just trying to understand that, Mark Breland has so much to say. But once again, people they're not questioning him like they did Deontay. Why did it take you so fucking long to talk? Just like they did Wilder. Oh, he hasn't talked in several months. We want him to come and talk to us. Talk to us, please, please, please. You're just proving that you're really deep down inside, you need something to talk about on your channel. So when he finally came out and spoke to 78, right? People was criticizing for what he said. It's all excuses, excuses, excuses. It's all fucking excuses. That's what they said. And then he goes back, chilling, doing him. He said he's a homebody, spending time with the family, the wife, taking care of doing his duties as a father. You know what I'm saying? Enjoying life. You know what I'm saying? I even had the pleasure to see him during the pandemic, you know, supporting Telly's business venture. You know what I'm saying? I didn't hear too many people talking about that. I even posted a picture. With him. Nah, I don't want to talk about that shit. That's too positive. That's too positive right there. I don't want to hear, I ain't got time to be talking about that. Nope. What was he doing again? Was there any fights at the mall? Oh shit. What did he drive up there? Did he take the MARTA bus? Did he take transit? Because he might be broke. I didn't hear people really talking about that shit. That's how hypocritical. That's the little fine details I look at. Like, people think you need to be this huge platform to sit up here and get people to be tuned in, right? But listen, I posted a picture. The champ was out with his family. Why is all this everything that you want to hear him talk, but yet you up here saying that he's clinically depressed, he's broken, and Mark Breland up here saying what? His career is over. How do you fucking know? This is what irks the fuck out of me about Breland. I have so many of you all willing to defend him just to get back at Wilder. That is how disingenuous you are. Y'all willing to defend Mark Breland and act like you give a fuck about him when you wasn't even saying his name months ago. You just calling him and hugging him and showing him this fake love just to get back and shine a dimmer light on Deontay Wilder. That is who you are as a person. That's how fucked up and conniving and insidious you are. But the people who own this YTBC community, they find it as an opportunity to further shed a dark light on the champ. That's all. Why take you so fucking long to leave the team? That's the question I have for you, Mark. If he wasn't listening to you and he was winning, and he wasn't listening to you and he was winning, and he wasn't listening, he's not hitting the speed bag, he's not jump roping heavy bag, and he's still winning. Why all of a sudden that you want to come out? Because I'm looking at it this way, Mark. I haven't really heard nobody say this yet, but I think deep down inside, if Deontay Wilder would have defeated Tyson Fury and been 43-0, let's throw the knockout in there too, 42 knockouts. 43-0, 42 knockouts. Let's do that. If he would have beat Tyson Fury, I don't even think Mark Breland wouldn't even left the team. I think he would have went on about his daily duties and just treated it as if it was normal. Yeah, I'm on a winning team. I'm on a winning team. I like it. I'm gonna ride this. I'm gonna ride this till the motherfucking wheels fall off. If Deontay Wilder would have defeated Tyson Fury February last year, I don't think Mark Breland would have been out here talking the way he's talking. But then again, it's a lot of people that's angry with what Deontay Wilder said about Mark Breland. But check this out, though. Check this out. What led to that? If Deontay Wilder say his wishes are to go out on his shield, then why are you throwing the towel in, which comes to find out there may be ulterior motives as to why you stopped the fight in the first place. You might have had every intention of waiting for the opportune time to stop the fight to benefit his adversary, his opposition to Tyson Fury. You might have had that plan all along. You, Sugar Hill, all them cats. Y'all pretty much plotted. Y'all pretty much possibly plotted and planned that whole shit. But first you had to make sure that Deontay Wilder was 20%. You had to make sure he was incapacitated. There's no fucking way Deontay could have came in there with that damn energy And you know he had full energy that Luis Ortiz knows about. Bermain Stavern, Gerald Washington, Arthur Spilker, Johan Duhaupas, Luis Ortiz, Dominic Brazil. He couldn't come in there with that mentality. He couldn't have turned the corner. You motherfuckers on their feet cheering. They say, yep, that's him. He looks good. He looks good. This is gonna be nice. No, but yet you had to first degrade his health, make sure he was wounded physically with some type of damn stimulant that worked the opposite, made sure he was a wounded damn warrior walking into the ring. He wasn't 100% to make the plan work. So since the plan was therefore going the way you wanted it to, the seventh round, that was a good time to goddamn pull the plug, right? Because nobody will never know. Oh man, this is what I heard. This is what I heard. Hey, we should be thanking Mark Breland for saving Deontay's life. We should be thanking him. Now this is punishment from a fighter who really doesn't have a knockout streak like that. You know what I'm saying? This is a fighter who fought Sefer Seferi and Francisco Pianetta before facing Deontay Wilder the first time, right? Right? So therefore, this cat said we should be thanking Mark Breland for saving Deontay's life. Now I'm asking myself, when did saving lives become a big deal when it comes to Deontay Wilder? Because we was just celebrating Baranchik and Cepeda for knocking each other down because they didn't want to hear, have no fucking defense, and they wanted to keep on dropping each other. But that was epic. No one's talking about Anthony Joshua all over the fucking canvas. You know the same shit. No one's really talking about Dillian White getting knocked the fuck out by Alexander Povetkin. Is anybody saying he's clinically depressed? Because I haven't heard people talk about this much. You know why? Because they don't give a fuck. You know who they give a fuck about? Deontay Wilder. You know why they do? Because they know the U.S. champion, the best heavyweight of this era, as long as he reigned, he's more popular than people want to give him credit for. But they don't want to allow themselves to commit to giving Deontay Wilder the credit when it comes to boxing. All they want to do is say, well, let me highlight the good guy. But the good guy is not really that good. He has some tainted history. You know what I'm saying? But when you take a guy like Wilder, who doesn't have a tainted history, and the report card is the fact that he only has a right hand, check. He lacks boxing fundamentals. He talks trash. He has a body like a basketball player. All this motherfucking criticism on this report card, right? And then it comes down to what? He's shutting up. He's chilling. He's outside the sport. And then we have cowards out here talking about he's clinically depressed. We have cowards out here talking about, they're trying to make it to a point where they want to say it's black on black. A lot of people are loving taking advantage of Mark, being that he is a decorated black fighter. He is. But now they're trying to pitch, like they do Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. They're trying to pitch two individuals against one another, but they only doing it for Mark Breland for their target of Deontay Wilder. That's all. That's it. That's all they're trying to do. King Mitch in the building. Salute to you, my brother. Ralph Ramirez, what's good? He's a champion. I know he'll be back. Mad night period. For sure, man. Ramirez, appreciate you pulling up, man. Hodges, what's good? He said, what's good, bro? Why am I blocked? It's D Hodges. You're not blocked. I see your comment just fine. You said that last time. If you're coming in here with a different name and everything, or whatever the case, that's probably why you blocked under somebody else. I don't know. You're not blocked though. Better, what did you ever teach him, Mark, for 10 years since he don't do shit? And that's a damn good question, Deshaun. That's a damn good question. Like, how can you be with the team so long and ride the train? Get off at every stop. Understands them. Look, you're a part of him knocking motherfuckers out. I'm seeing you walk out the tunnel there, Mark. You don't look like you in a hurry to flee the scene. You're not looking like you're disturbed. You know what I'm saying? That you need somebody, a life coach walking behind you to guide you and talk to you, while you're there in the corner of Deontay Wilder. I didn't see that from you. And that was their sacrifice. I didn't see that from you, Mark. So just what Deshaun said, why it took you that long to finally goddamn speak up to UK media and talk bad and talk about my man's freaking career is over. And the people that want you on the show over, that goes for the UK media too. They just want you on the show to exploit you. That's all, because they wasn't talking about Mark Breland before Deontay Wilder lost. They was talking about for him to fire his whole motherfucking cast. They don't want you genuinely. They wasn't saying shit about you. And for you to sit up here and say some dumb shit like you would defeat Joshua right now, it's just lunacy, man. And then to hear them cats up there talking about Deontay Wilder's punchy, but yet you're talking to a boxer who talks in a low monotone voice and is punchy. Man, come on, man, that's bullshit. L Dub, haven't seen you in a minute, my brother. What's good? Salute to you. I haven't even seen it right now, bro. Be honest, I've been getting ready for this fight weekend, to be honest, man. But shout out to L Dub. I'll check it out, man. Andrew Charles in the building. Salute to you. Big Dog, salute, comeback. Wilder needs to get chance to win his belt back. Breland is bitter, jealous, and a snake. All that. Because I'm looking at it this way, Big Dog. Like, God damn it, how long on the clock did you have to abort mission? When he was winning, just say, for instance, he knocked out Dominique Brazil. That was a short night for you. You got paid. That was a short night. All you had to do is say, hey, can I talk to y'all when we get back to, settle in and everything? I'm thinking about leaving the team because, Deontay Wilder hasn't been doing what I told him. Like, you knocked out Dominique Brazil in 2 minutes and 17 seconds, but you didn't do what I asked you in practice. And I feel like it's just like, it's repetitive. You're not listening to me. So I'm out. It's not like that conversation happened. You know what I'm saying? That conversation never happened when he was on top. You know what I'm saying? Like, that conversation never happened with Mark Breland. He didn't go up here and say, hey, champ, congrats on the win, but, you're still not working on what we did in the gym. So I think it'll be better for me just to, distance myself from the team and everything and, wish you nothing but the best moving forward. All right, champ? That didn't happen there, Mark. You waited till the plan was in place for one of the biggest heavyweight boxing matches in the sport. You potentially conspired with all them other fools that was across from him to make sure Deontay Wilder lost that freaking title, man. And you're showing your trueness. You're showing your authenticated true colors by sitting up here saying that it doesn't matter if he was drugged or not. He wouldn't beat Tyson Fury. You don't even have confidence. You was with him that long and you don't have confidence. And to be honest, I've heard that you mentioned to other people that he, Deontay Wilder don't listen. So if he wasn't listening, Mark, you should have left the team, Mark. Why continue to collect a paycheck if you say Deontay Wilder wasn't listening? At least give him ample amount of time heading into the second Fury fight to rearrange his team if he seemed fit. At least he knew you wasn't a player that was still on the team. You wasn't a committed player. So at least provide him that respect and say, listen, champ, I'm out. It's been a good ride. I'm out. Now we We would have respected you. We would say, oh shit, Mark left the team. Okay. Then the interviews would have been like, listen, the champ was on top, undefeated, the best in the game right now. Listen, I think it just wasn't a good fit for me. I'm out because he's not listening to what I'm saying. I just feel he can be better, but he's not really listening to me. Boom, I'm out. I would have been like, okay, Mark left the team. It wasn't right. It happens in boxing. But not a whole damn scandal, bro, that really involves the champ not being 100%. Not the fact that, again, it involves you throwing in the towel. Because I could have sworn you asked JD's about throwing in the towel, and Jay said nope. I think you asked JD's a second time about throwing in the towel. Nope. And then Mark Breland took it upon himself to throw in the motherfucking towel. But you know what I heard? I'm like, Mark Breland said that the man only have basically one notable win. When he was on that interview, they say, well, you know, out of his wins, he said, you mean his win? So now check this out now. Which win are you talking about? Because you give him credit when nobody else give him credit. So you're giving Luis King Kong Ortiz credit for being his most notable win, right? Because he received the draw with Tyson Fury the first time and he lost the second time. But you didn't give that man any credit for stepping in there with both of those fighters twice. He stepped in there with an undefeated Luis King Kong Ortiz twice, defeating the first time, gave him his first loss. And then he stepped in there with an undefeated Tyson Fury, who a lot of people was praying defeat Deontay Wilder because they wanted to see him reign as champion. An individual who was a damn natural born cheater. Mark Nash in the building. Mark Nash backup page. Salute my G. What's good, fam? I be in the building. Salute, man. What's good? So you know what would be crazy if the evidence of a water baller being spiked and Breland on camera taking a bag or something from someone. I wonder what excuse the UK would use then. See, you know, they had cameras all over the place, right? But the one thing about liquid, if you're going to be in that arena in boxing, you really cannot even put yourself in a predicament to try to tank the water right there. It's too many cameras. Just like they try to say a bag of heroin was rolling around the motherfucking ring out of JD's towel. I mean, that was the dumbest shit I ever heard. Like, when does heroin have wheels and that shit is rolling around the damn ring? And then somebody made a video on it where they circled the shit. And not to get too far off topic, this is how desperate these motherfuckers were. They was willing to circle a white unit that they was using as evidence exhibit A. And they identified that after the fight was over. Video. They pretty much compared it to a bag of heroin. Not crack. Not crack. Not cocaine. Not opium. They just specifically said, oh, look at this. This is what it was right here. JD's is to blame. I don't know about y'all, but it's hard to do an eye test. And then, you know, the fact that you're unqualified as a chemist to basically give an eye test and say, you know what? The texture of it. And yeah, the texture of that shit right there, that's heroin. That shit's pure too. It haven't been stepped on. None of that shit. That's pure grade right there. Anybody got JD's number? I gotta call him up and see if he got some of that shit up, man. God damn. I mean, for real, they're not even qualified to do an eye test on anything like that. But that's how crazy it was. But I would look at it like this: if the water was tainted, you know, for that night, it would have to already be that way. There's no way that they're gonna say, okay, let me try to put this damn pocket of shit in here on this. It's no way, man. It's too many cameras in the MGM Grand. It's too risky if you're trying to get away with something. That's why when, they show Ricky Hatton pulling up Tyson's gloves, he doesn't care because it seems like he's adjusting equipment. Ricky doesn't care because it looks natural. Oh, I'm adjusting his gloves. Why the fuck is his gloves not the correct way? Why is it not fitted properly? Y'all hit that like button, please. Hit that like button. Come on now, hit the like button. You know what it is. Appreciate you. Drew Titan made last night, and what Wilder reposted today on Instagram. Drew Titan made last. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Drew Titan made last night. I'm not sure. You have to be more specific, man. Willie Lowe, what's good, my brother? Salute to you. Remember, these cheaters turn the cameras off in the locker room, so I'm gonna sip more tea later. Yeah, But Willie, like I'm saying, speaking about the cameras in the MGM, there's cameras everywhere, right? But then, when I mentioned that shit, right, when I was on the live, I was mentioning the cameras. And these fools on other damn panels, it's like, that don't mean anything. That happens in every fight. I say, so you're trying to tell me somebody reaching up and looking into the camera and disconnecting the stream? Oh, they wanted some privacy. It happens all the time. I say, no, it doesn't, man. Y'all making excuses for Tyson Fury, man, because y'all want this guy to be the ruler. Tyson Fury don't give a fuck about y'all. Tyson Fury is the one that's laughing at the U.S. damn boxing fans out here because y'all so gullible to follow somebody from a neighboring country. You don't even want to talk about, like, the UK. They concerned about their fights. They're like, we want the UK fighters to be a champion, this, and this. But the US, they look at it like, what has he done? Let me see. Okay, okay, who next? He need to fight somebody better. They all they do over here is just chop fighters down and devalue their appraisal in the sport. He used to be an A-, now he down to a C+. Why? Because it was a point in time in the fight that, he was hanging out on the outside. He wasn't really getting in there and mixing it up. So I kind of graded him low on that fight. It was a little bit different than what he fought last fight. I mean, we so freaking spoiled, man. That people can sit up here and downgrade and freaking denounce fighters quickly over here in the US. So they want to support a cheater, a legitimate, bona fide cheater. And must I bring something up and take an attest to this? And this is the first time I ever mentioned it on live. I'm only bringing it up because I think it's important for you all to know. And you can check all my lives. Check all my motherfucking lives. Let me tell you what I was able to present to him over a year and a half ago when this shit was going on and picking up. I know you're not going to check out my lives all the way back then, but man, I know I was the first to talk about this shit because I was one of the people that they reached out to. Believe it or not, you saying World Combat Sports, oh yeah, that's what they wanted. Look, they was looking at the fact on how you speak and what you know, the depth of what you know about the sport, right? And I speak about boxing and MMA. So over a year and a half ago, I'm not going to mention his name, but a UK representative reached out, and what they would do, they would reach out on your IG or Facebook, and what they want to do is hire your services. Okay, but what they want to hire your services for is to report on their fighters. And this is the smart thing about it, right? They wasn't too concerned on how long you've been on social media. They was more concerned on the depth of boxing knowledge that you had. So if you pretty much fit what they was looking for, they was willing to pay you. But once you commit to it, you're going to have to basically abandon mission and start talking about the boxers that they want you to talk about over in the UK. I was one of the first to tell that way back when, because they reached out to me. That's real talk. And Tay Jones will verify that shit. Look at any one of my lives. I ain't never break character. I ain't never jump ship. None of that. They try to come off and say they wanted me to write some articles for them, right? Because they did their research. This is real. They had did their research on me. And I wasn't even big on this shit. I was on Facebook most of the time. And I used to do lives on Facebook. And it was just every so often, you know, people tuned in. But then all of a sudden, I started getting these UK people reaching out. And you asking yourself, why are you bringing it up now? Because the plan has been in effect to build the UK presence over here for a long time. This is like the first time me speaking on it. Them motherfuckers will call you up. And one of my fighters I spoke about all the time was Deontay Wilder. And they really wanted me to start talking about Anthony Joshua. Facts. And I know there's going to be a lot of people that try to debunk it, but you can't. You can't. Because I have receipts. I have receipts. This happened to me damn near 2 years ago. But I didn't tell. Tay was one of the only person I really told about it. But their whole, if you look at one of my lives, I think I did a live on it, man. When I had a falling out with this individual, it was like actually two. No, it was three. It was three individuals, man. And one of them is still in effect over there in the UK right now. He has pretty good money. He know he is. And it's another motherfucker you see all the time doing interviews with fighters. Facts. You know who he is. And then it's another cat that deals with the print, the media print on writing writing about different boxes and shit like that. He's like an editor. This UK agenda has been going on way back when. It's been going on for a long time. Check it out. I never once broke character. I never once swayed away, because Wilder was the one I've been supporting for a minute. I never broke character anything. It's not one time that you hear me switching over and say, oh, let me talk about this UK fight. Let me talk about, I do it in succession when I'm talking about boxing. But what they want you to do is strictly talk about UK fighters. So anybody who follow you, they can look at you and be like, oh, he's switching up right now. Okay, what's going on here? See, now you get the picture. See, my channel wasn't even that big. I wasn't even on YouTube like that. So they took the time while I was on Facebook to reach out to me to try to corrupt and build a presence over here in the boxing scene on social media. This plan has been in place for a long time. So I start seeing niggas, right? For real. I start seeing niggas, you know who you are, man. I'm telling you, if I find out you behind some of this shit right here, I would definitely put your ass on blast. I know verbatim the motherfuckers just switched over and started working with them. I know them verbatim. I remember, I seen it. I was looking on that Facebook page and I was like, oh, they done scooped up so-and-so. Oh, they scooped up so-and-so too. He's talking about this fighter and that fighter. These UK cats was planning to build an agenda over here in the US presence with media a long time ago. And I can promise you, in this YTBC community, I was the only one that knew about it. I promise you, because I wasn't even on this heavy. I wasn't even in the YTBC heavy back then. I was on Facebook and I was writing a little bit more than usual. They really didn't want, at that point in time, they really didn't want to come over here and try to get someone who was used to have, I mean, you know, they have all these subscribers and these followers, and they used to talk about, you know, all these US fighters and shit. They didn't want to have them go through turmoil to switch it up and start talking about UK fighters, because the describers that they got is used to hearing them talk about their particular fighters. You know what I'm saying? So they have a how you put it, they have a natural understanding of what the topic is going to be. So they felt if they get with somebody who has 50,000 subscribers and they have people tuned in all the time, and all of a sudden they offer them some money, they're not going to get the effect that they want, because that group of listeners, that audience, they're going to turn away, because they say, why the fuck he's talking about these guys? Why is he what? So it's going to work in reverse. So what they wanted to do is build somebody up that wasn't at that level yet. Anyway, that's all I'm going to touch on that. But that shit is real, y'all. The UK was trying to build up a media presence on here. So when you hear about Mark Breland and you know, potentially being with in cahoots with so-and-so across, it's possible. They've been working on building up shit for Deontay Wilder for the longest of time, man. I was told straight up, your primary focus in the heavyweight division is going to be Anthony Joshua. We're trying to build up his presence over here for him to come over here to the US. We want to build up his presence. We need for you, you know about boxing. You speak well. We need for you to help us build that up, and we'll pay you for it. So what you're saying is that I can't speak about the bronze bomber no more? It'll be very limited, you know, make it to a point where it's not obvious, but primarily I want you to talk about Anthony Joshua, post pictures on your page, really build up Anthony Joshua, AJ. So let me get this straight. If I have a conversation with AJ and Deontay Wilder on who's better, they say Anthony Joshua. Oh, for real? So maybe, look, they didn't care if you was black media, bro. These cats will say, I'm paying you to speak about AJ. We don't give a fuck about anybody else over here that you supporting. Check my history. You have to check my Facebook Live. I never broke. I never accepted that shit. But the one person who knew about it that I told was Tay Jones. I always kept that shit to myself. You know why I kept it to myself? I wanted to see who was changing over, who's becoming the turncoats. I watched as people did it. If you look hard, you can see. That's real talk. If you look hard enough, you'll find out the ones who turned. They might have turned away, you know, turned over several months ago, or you might see them turning over recently. I'm telling you, I knew about this shit a long time ago. Anyway, back to Deontay. Man, salute to the champ. They was trying to goddamn turn people against you. I'm surprised more people don't know about this shit, man. They just look at numbers and views, and they don't even think about the thought process on how this UK agenda over there works. You have people over there with money that will pay for anything and everything to corrupt the US boxing scene. And it starts with the media. Remember that. Remember I told you, it starts with the media. If you take individuals who are allowed to have a platform on YTBC, and they may not have, just say they're living paycheck to paycheck. They have people in the live chat from the UK looking, collecting data, and they will see if you can be broke. They will see if they want to select you to be put on a list. Real talk. And if they feel that you are adequate for the selection process, they will hit you up continuously on your DM. They will hit you up on your Facebook. They say, hey, how you doing? You doing? Look, they'll compliment you. You're doing such a great job. I like your depth of knowledge. Is there any way we can reach out to you for a business venture? We would definitely like to reach out. Is it okay with you? Can you provide your phone number, email, anything? And that's how it starts. Real talk. Freddie Jones in the building. Salute. Anyone that thinks Fury cheated needs to get their brain tested. Yeah, I say the same thing. But look, it's so obvious that we don't need a brain test. You know what I'm saying, Freddie? It's so obvious, being that he cheated before, and he's a authentic, official, legitimate cheat. You don't need a brain test for that. Seriously, you don't. Deshaun, say the guy that can't put his face on his profile. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Um, they say Freddie Jones, anything that believes Fury didn't cheat needs to get there. Check. UK fans ruining boxing. See, bro, I can do it to now debunk that UK documentary. Man, everybody's acting. I'm gonna say everybody. Let me rephrase that. There's a lot of people who are apprehensive about speaking about Daniel. They don't look. They willing to talk and debunk, right? The glove game, but they won't talk on the documentary, the MTK, um, the MTK documentary, because it deals with Tyson Fury. They don't want to have that conversation because now they want to act like it's too technical. Oh, we're dealing with mob ties. We want to have these idiots up here talk about, Don King's been doing it. Bob Arum and everybody's been doing it. That's nothing. But have these people been tied to Deontay Wilder at the point in time where they was mentioned as having mob ties? The corruption in boxing. Is it all of a sudden important to just brush this shit on the rug? Because Tyson Fury is who you want to face Anthony Joshua? No, you're being hypocritical, man. You're full of shit. You've been extremely biased, you know it. And like I said before, I showed you all Tyson Fury's box rec, right? Do y'all see a damn S out there? Do you see a scheduled fight? So those of you that's out here saying arbitration is none and void, is not happening, then why the fuck are we not seeing promo? Where are the flyers at for Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua? Anyway, Mark Breland, this not going to go away anytime soon, bro. Because what you said on there is very contradicting that you never aborted the mission and got off the train, bro. You was riding the monetary train. You should have got your ass off the train when he was winning. People would have respected you for jumping off the train while he was winning and separating yourself because you felt like he wasn't listening to you. And people would say, okay, cool. Okay, they would have presented their criticism to Deontay Wilder and say, well, Mark felt he wasn't listening. That proves what we think about Deontay Wilder and so forth and all this other shit, right? But no, you had to sit up here and say the man's career is over. You sold the fuck out. You know, you have, like, if y'all out there trying to make this about black on black, right? Well, shit, we have white on white every day. We have brown on brown every day. Okay? Y'all not talking too much on Andy Ruiz dumping his trainer that got him to the dance, did him dirty when Andy Ruiz was the problem. Are we talking about that? But let's understand one thing. Mark Breland had every opportunity to be a man about it and remove himself from the situation if he didn't think it was beneficial. I mean, come on, let's be honest. It's not like Mark Breland was up here with multiple champions under his tutelage, right? Let's be honest with ourselves. It wasn't like Mark Breland was on the page or anything and he's getting trainer of the year and this, that. It wasn't like he was Lopez Jr. Come on, let's be realistic here. While y'all up here coddling Mark Breland for saying that Deontay Wilder's career is over. Let's be honest, bro. That shit was foul. It was foul to the fact that Mark Breland was up here talking about he can defeat Deontay Wilder's opponents. What the fuck are you talking about? And then the same motherfuckers that's interviewing you and using you up here telling them, I mean, here we go being punchy because this is language that they use for Deontay Wilder, right? Mark Breland says he can defeat Anthony Joshua. How punchy are you looking? How punchy is that? How punchy does that sound, bro? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm not even an Anthony Joshua fan. And I think he will earn the victory that night. You know what I'm saying? He's not even in discussion, man. Fuck that. The point that's bothersome to me is the fact that you seal that shit up and said his career is done. A one motherfucking loss. This nigga say Deontay Wilder's career is over. Like I'm trying to find, I'm searching through the material. I'm like, you know, I need to find some shit when Andy Ruiz lost his first time against Joseph Parker. I'm trying to find out some shit. I'm trying to find out was people up here going crazy when Jamel Charlo lost to Tony Harrison for the first time, where they saying that he needs some motherfucking, you know, therapist over there by his bedside because he's just distraught. I never seen that shit. I never heard recently of Keith Thurman after losing to Manny Pacquiao, earned his first loss. I never really heard of any news reports of a therapist being at his bedside. Anthony Joshua, same thing. I say it over and over again. I was in these Facebook groups and I was gloating before the fight. And I say, Anthony Joshua, man, sometime or another, the light is going to shine on him brighter for the wrong reason. And goddamn it, Andy Ruiz showed it, right? And, you know, Anthony Joshua fans just went in seclusion. But what's the difference between Anthony Joshua's situation where he lost and people was up here trying to rebel to build him up and go back in there and get his belts in Saudi Arabia? People came out of seclusion. Oh, what is this I see? Anthony Joshua has another fight. Wow. He's gonna get another opportunity to win his belts back. Oh my God. I'm so blessed. This is a new revelation. It touches me so deeply. He can do it. But when Deontay Wilder lost his shit, people hopping on here, it's over. It's over. Pug might get on here talking about, I believe Deontay Wilder is mentally broken right now. He's clinically depressed. You know, you have people, and you know, I see a trend in how they do black people in some cases. Like when you have black people who has a mental situation, they want to treat them still as if they're a criminal and they're a threat to society. I can talk about it because I'm a black man. Yes, I will. But then when you get some criminals that are white and they may have a mental disability, right? A mental illness, them motherfuckers survive. They do shit to the cops, spit on them, gosh, fuck you. Pop, 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 throwing rocks at them, pop, whoop. You know, goddamn trying to break branches off a tree and swing at the goddamn trying to break a sidewalk and throw bricks at them and shit. But let a black man do that shit. Mental illness is not the case. It's that he was breaking the law and my life felt threatened. So therefore I had to draw my weapon and squeeze. So now, once again, in this particular case with Deontay Wilder, they're using depression as if it actually has anything to do with the sport of boxing. It has absolutely nothing to do with boxing. Because dudes get knocked out all the time and people praise them for getting off the canvas, i.e. Ryan Garcia. Well, y'all motherfuckers up here waiting ringside to see if Ryan Garcia was okay when Luke Campbell freaking knocked him down. Did I see people running to ringside for Luke Campbell to say, you okay? You don't get the same energy, for real. To say that Deontay Wilder is depressed like it has anything to do with boxing, it just shows you how far people are willing to reach to destroy or defame someone's presence. That just goes to show you how much power Deontay Wilder has in this sport. Unbelievable. That shows you how great he is. Yeah, people don't like using that G word when it comes to him, but You may see other people with multiple divisions, but have they defended the title 10 times in one of the hardest hitting divisions in boxing? The answer is no. So he hasn't fought anybody. The question is, who do you want him to fight? And why are you continuing to use one name if you feel that there's killers? Let's just say Deontay Wilder defeat Klitschko. Are you going to then say Deontay Wilder fought him when he was past his prime? That's cowards. That's cowardice type shit. Let's just say Deontay Wilder was clinically depressed. What the fuck does it have to do with anything when you saw Oliver McCall break down in the ring? He had a mental breakdown and started crying. Did they put him in jail because he had a mental breakdown and he was on drugs and cocaine? Nigga, this shit been going on for years. Boxing, you see people punch each other in the head. That's where your brain's located. Some people get hit harder than the other. So therefore, you have to have an understanding. This is the motherfucking hurt business. We have seen several people lose it. What about Jermaine Taylor? All the trouble he's been in. Unified, undisputed champion. What about Kelly Pavlik and what he went through? It was actually people out here who seen the signs. You know what I'm saying? They seen the signs. But then, we got to look at, like, what signs have Deontay Wilder gave y'all? Like, what the fuck? What signs? What signs has he gave y'all that he's claiming depressed? I just want to know. Fans ruining boxing to see, bro. I can do it to now debunk the documentary. Anybody else? Anybody else scope when he was stretching before the fight and when he cracked his back, he looked like, whoa, Yeah, I mean, Wilder wasn't looking the way he should before that fight, period. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest with you. He wasn't even nowhere close to being the usual person he is. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Deshaun said, why is it nonsense? I mean, let him talk. You probably didn't even serve. This is nothing dealing with anything. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know what you're talking about. Have you forgotten or sold out your code of honor? What code of honor are you talking about? What does military have to do with a heavyweight champion? Stay on the topic. Stay on the topic before I drop the link. Stay on the topic. You want to bring military into a topic where we're talking about the heavyweight champ. You know what I'm saying? The link is there for you. Please chime in with whatever. But this don't have anything to do with military. It has everything to do with the topic at hand. You know what I'm saying? Breland could probably beat Anthony Joshua, though. Nah, man. He's too slow, bro. Nope. I don't think so, Mitch. Look, Mitch, I respect a lot of input that you be dropping, man. Them should be gems. But I don't think that is a praise to come off the clearance rack, dog. I don't see Breland beating Anthony. As much as I don't support Anthony Joshua, I think I'll say all the time, he's one of the most overrated boxers in the game. Lomachenko is out the way. That was the first one. And now we're with freaking Anthony Joshua. Bradley need a therapist after this win over Pac-Man. I agree. But Bradley showed heart. And then also, with the robbery and everything, man, Bradley was feeling some type of way, man. They was threatening his family and all that shit. You don't play with the Filipino boxing universe and rob they main fighter like that, And why only upgrade? Why only up to grade 8? What's wrong with the 12th grade? You're talking to a person who has a college degree. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. But the link is in the chat if you feel the need to get it. But check this out. I want to touch bases on what F.A. Jogba. All right. And to any of you that may be from over there where F.A. Jogba is from. All right. Check this out. F.A. Jogba is all of a sudden stepping up. Like, let's go back. Deontay Wilder, you know, he had his fight with Tyson Fury, lost in February. All this time has passed by. It's almost a year. F.A. Jogba is you know, his last fight, and you know, coming off a subpar performance, but he earned the win. Now all of a sudden he's coming out and he's somehow making a declaration that he wants all the smoke with Deontay Wilder. And I'm looking at this as he just changed promotions and he's trying to build himself up. But this is where it all goes bad. And listen to me, people. Listen to me when I tell you about this African shit. Listen to me. Deontay Wilder donned some African garb, which he has every right to do. Don't nobody have no damn sole proprietary on African garb. Anyone can wear it. I can only all of a sudden change over and say, you know what, I want to dress in nothing but African garb, you know? That's what I want to do. So Deontay Wilder, you know, he took some pictures and he posted, you know, they was in the magazine and everything. They were some really nice pictures, man. You know, they did it real nice. So F.A. Jogba feels that where he's from, he has the right to speak on it. And this is where what I'm about to say may rub some people the wrong way. And if you're not from Africa and it rubs you the wrong way, then fuck it. You confused anyway. You know, some of the most agitated, biased, discriminatory, prejudiced people that I've met that look like me was Africans. Yes, Africans. I heard when the story came out about F.A. Jogba, people was like, you know, I met him. He's a very soft-spoken, blah, blah, blah. Listen, F.A. Jogba, if you listen, check this out. You're not ready to step in there with someone like Deontay Wilder. You're not ready, my brother. And don't make this about African this and African that. You know why? Because every time the ones that I ran into, that I try to communicate with, they try to say that I was just an American. I was just a Black American. I agree. I say I am a Black American. Thanks for that, because you're right. I am a Black American. You're right. You're not African. You didn't come from this place. You didn't come from. You're right. My hair texture is different. I do have some freckles. All that. These people will tell you up and down that you ain't from Africa. They are. So for him to make this about, oh, Deontay Wilder, it's distasteful that you would even represent this. It's this. That's where the fuckery comes in at. That's pure fuckery. Why don't you focus on your motherfucking career? If you that dude, I've seen cats like you already. Francis Ngannou, African, right? He doesn't have the mentality that F.A. Jogba. He's not using another Black fighter to build himself up. Like Francis Ngannou took his bumps and bruises, but along the way to get his title shot, he went in there and performed and he lost against Stipe, and that's what it is. But he's not trying to go to war with another Black fighter in the UFC just to build himself up. So why are you trying to discredit Deontay Wilder for taking pictures in African garb as if it somehow insults where you came from? It somehow diminishes your homeland. I don't get it where it has to do with boxing, man. If you that guy and you feel like you can use Wilder for a stepping stone, do it. Do it. Sign the contract, please. I want all these motherfuckers that want to step in there with Wilder upon his return. Dillian White, check. Let's go. F.A. Jogba, check. If you feel that you're the one that needs to split the ropes, go right ahead. Because you know what? I'm going to be on here putting you on a thumbnail too. Check this out. This was F.A. Jogba, right? Talking all that shit, right? Look what happened. It's levels. It's levels. And whoever's on his team better warn him. That you hear it all the time. Power is the last thing to leave. You hear them say that all the time. Power is the last to leave, right? Have you seen somebody that's supposed to be clinging to the press knock a motherfucker out? I have. What the fuck is F.A. Jogba doing? Focus on your motherfucking career and stop bringing Africa in here like you up here doing us a service in the boxing community, like you're bringing boxing together. Like from your homeland over here, you building up this damn different type of group of people that's building up unity, and you have a new movement going, and everybody's following behind you. That's not the case, bro. Don't make this about a black thing. You know, there's plenty of that. Just go ahead and do what you got to do, because you ain't gonna be the first one that don't like the champ. You're not gonna be the second one that walked in there and thought you can whoop his ass because of the way he looked. You're not gonna be the third one to get in here and believe once the bell rang. You cannot understand why the referee is waving. You don't get it. Why is the referee here? The fight just fucking started. What happened? Coach, what happened? They're looking down at the canvas and shit, you know, playing around with the water bowl, goddamn fucking around with your mouth. Why the fuck is my mouthpiece over there? What just fucking, can somebody explain to me why the referee is holding on to me? Hey, F.A., you got stopped. You got knocked the fuck out. Point blank, you got knocked the fuck out, dog. With what, though? The fight, I heard the bell. I mean, what are you talking about? He would have those questions for himself, like, the bell rung, and I was getting close to Wilder because I felt like, okay, let me get him early. Let me get within his range. He has that long reach, that 83-inch reach, right? Let me get in there 6'7". I got to get close. I got to make this motherfucker close because I'm all bulked up. Frank Bruno in this bitch. I'm all bulked up. I got to get close to the champ. And before I know it, I cracked my lids open and the referees, 10, fight is over. No, he cheated. Deontay cheated, man. He didn't even land the punch, man. Somebody, man. He hit me with something. Did he get the bucket and throw the bucket in there? There's no way. I never saw him throwing a fucking punch. I don't remember. And I'm saying to you, F.A., worry about your career, pick up a title, and defend it. Don't bring Africa into this shit. Bring your motherfucking training into this boxing ring. Stop trying to act like, well, this is the perfect time to build up my African roots and go at Deontay Wilder. Now, motherfucker, pick up a title. That's what you need to do. Pick your motherfucking ass up a title. Defend that shit 10 times. That's what you need to do. If you ain't willing to do that, stop bringing up the same shit all the time. You know how many motherfuckers that went in there with the same mentality you had? He's done dropped and laid down everyone he stepped in the ring with. And you coming in there with damn suspect cardio. You perfect, F.A. You are perfect. You know why you perfect? Because you don't move your fucking head like Anthony Joshua. You are absolutely perfect for a motherfucking right hand or left. You perfect. So please sign up. The Team Wilder looking, hey, fuck everything else. You get the damn trilogy, go out there and goddamn knock Fury the fuck out. And the next person you need to fight is F.A. Jogger. Let's just shut this hype train down. Shut that shit down. Shut it all the way down. Look, he got rid of running shields and he felt this moving to top rank is where he needed to be. Cool. Sign the motherfucking line. Let's go. 2021 at the end of early 2022. Let's get F.A. Jogger in there so he can see what this reach is all about. Let's put his ass on target practice. He want to understand what the dang Alabama sniper is all about. He needs to get this work because he's trying to include Africa into boxing. Like we never had Africans compete in boxing. But he's trying to make it personal and saying, oh man, he's disgracing, taking pictures. What does it fucking matter, dog? Y'all be coming over here wearing our, blending in with our culture, picking up all the styles we got. You wear it, no problem. No problem. We don't say shit. We say, okay, yeah, he making this money. All right, I see you. I see you. But no, you want to talk about you feel it's a perfect time. Somebody told you in the gym, hey, man, you need to call out Deontay Wilder, man. We want the smoke. All right, motherfucker. Okay, FA. All right, I got it. Remember, FA said he wanted to smoke. Okay. We understand, bro. I just like to clown Anthony Yard because they be popping so much shit. Hey, bro, check this out. If you was talking about Anthony Yard, okay, I'll let you have that shit. You right. Once again, I told people, I was like, man, this is a cat who doesn't even spar. Like, he feels he don't even need sparring partners. Another cat, just like Anthony Joshua, who built up the physique to be a model. A cat that got dropped with a jab from Sergey. Lions in the camp. Lions in the camp. Lions in the camp. What about the hyenas in that motherfucker? What about them wild dogs that was out there? How are you getting dropped with the jab, my brother? With all those muscles and shit, you coming in there, like you about to do a photo shoot. What happened to all the muscles when it was time for you to step up to the plate on the big stage? What happened? You right on that. Lions in the fucking tent. And Andrew Charles say FA would make a nice tune-up for Wilder if he really wants that. You ain't never lied, man. Let's go, FA. Andrew just told you what you are, man. I agree wholeheartedly. You'll be a nice tune-up for the champ to get back in here after a COVID year off. You know what I'm saying? You'll be a nice little tune-up. I might talk to Tay and say, Tay, can you have the champ just put in some rounds like he did with Luis Ortiz in the rematch? Just put in some rounds with him. Let him get off, work on his combinations, and then knock him the fuck out in the 7th round. Go right ahead, champ. Go right ahead. Because we know FA is going to be tired by the end of the 4th round. No head movement, just like Daniel Dubois. No fucking head movement. And you wanna stand in the midst, in the presence of a sniper with no head movement, 83 inch long barrel. Okay, I got it. Surely I do. I got it. I understand. Appreciate that, Andrew. That's a good suggestion. And we're gonna take that and put it on the docket. FA job for a tune-up. Give him that first L so he can go back and wonder what the fuck happened. But why? He did not throw a punch. What the fuck happened? He did throw a punch to FA. That you have no head movement. I told you in the gym to move your fucking head. You don't move your head. You can't go in there with somebody like Deontay Wilder. Wilder won in spite of Breland's training deficiency. Anthony Yard blew his chance to be champ because Tunde misguided him in the corner. You know what? I blame all of them. There's levels to this shit. I blame all them cats. These cats they want to talk about Deontay Wilder's physique, but these dudes all bulked up, model extraordinary connoisseurs and shit. They want to motherfucking oil their bodies up. Yet they talking about Deontay, a basketball player. He got skinny legs. They all concerned about his body composition, his physique, his muscle structure. But they don't talk about what God blessed them with. God bless this man with some incredible motherfucking strength, dog. I suggest some people do lives on that. Just do a live on how someone can be that slim in the heavyweight division, but yet generate so much velocity on their shots. I mean, try to do a live on that without talking about the other bullshit you used to talking about. Just talk about how he's incredibly freakish. It's just like a savant. Like I said before, some of these individuals are incredibly strong in one area. You know what I'm saying? They are. Hey, what's good, man? Who that?
What they do, man?
Hey, what's going on, Tay, man? You in the dark like you Zyro and shit, man. Holding a
Yeah,
full meal.
just getting back from this gym and working out, man. You know what I'm saying? Taking my dog out. Come here.
Hey, I feel you, bro. You know,
Got that
everybody, this
got
Tay
that
Jones
killer
and
over
Team
here,
Bomb
man.
Squad.
What it do, man? See the topic what y'all got going on.
Yeah, man. I was just trying to, speak a little bit about the situation. Why Mark Breland didn't abort mission when Deontay Wilder was winning. You know what I'm saying? Because I put this out there, Tay. If Deontay Wilder would have won against Tyson Fury, I don't even think Mark Breland would have left the team
Hell no, it wouldn't. It would have been right here, Coach Taylor.
because only a bigger fight would have happened after that. If he would, maybe a rematch.
Right.
Because Deontay Wilder has rematched his toughest opponents. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So we know Joshua wouldn't have took the fight. But I'm saying to myself, Mark Breland wouldn't have went nowhere if he would have won that night last year in February. He wouldn't have went nowhere, dog.
No, he wouldn't went nowhere. That's evident. You know what I'm saying? That's evident. Like I say, I don't got no ill will towards Mark or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But you, like people, man, people see what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, people say that Mark Deontay was accusing Mark. He said he believed. He said he believed. He never said he did. You know what I'm saying? So it's how ironic is it that somebody say they believe to, oh, he said this, he said that, or he need to watch what he say, or he can do this, he can do that. How? When the man say he believe. You
You
know
know what
what
I
I'm
hear a lot of too there, Tay, is that people saying that Deontay said that the suit was too heavy and everything. Would you want to elaborate on that?
saying? I want to know when he said that. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Like I said in the previous interview last night, you know what I'm saying? When we got back to the locker room, it wasn't too much of really nothing being said. You know what I'm saying? The only thing he was saying that like I couldn't feel my legs. I just something was wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? He kept saying that. And then they was just like, well, what about this or what about that? He said, man, I'm not saying it to anything. He just said, he did as he like how long did I have it on? But we was talking amongst the team. He never did any interviews. He never said nothing to a reporter. So for a reporter to go back and say that, he just is wrong because Deontay didn't say that. We was talking amongst a team. You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying? He never told
Mm-hmm.
that to anybody indirectly. So if that was supposed to be said, why hasn't there been any recording or anything on wax stating that Deontay said that?
Yeah. I
There
agree.
has never once been anything on wax that Deontay said that. The only thing I'll say, they. Like I said, even when I was in the room, my mother called me at least like 2 or 3 times. Is Deontay okay? I said, yeah, he good. Oh, y'all on the way to the hospital? I said, Mama, what are you talking about? Well, the ESPN said y'all on the way to the hospital. I said, Mama, we on the way back upstairs in about the next 15 minutes after he finished showering. So I said, I don't know what the hell you talking about. So we're not going to the hospital. He's okay. He's good. So it was just lies after lies. You know what I mean? But even when I got back to the room, of course, I got ESPN on my phone. I'm just hearing lies after lies. You know what I mean? But that's crazy. Even you got PBC person who do the for us over the journalist Tim Smith. His podcast ain't say shit.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't say shit. He didn't. You didn't hear Tim Smith say some bullshit like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. You know what I'm saying? You got another pussy ass channel over there. You know what I'm saying? You got another pussy drunk channel, talking big boy shit as if he know what's going on. He don't know a motherfucking thing. He's just running his mouth. He mad because Deontay Wilder went to the LDBC. That's crazy. How you get mad at that, my nigga? Shit.
You talk to Deontay often. Have you ever talked to him and he told you that Mark Breland gave him insight into what opponents to pick, because what everybody's talking about a lot is that what Mark Breland said in the interview, as if Deontay has only had one significant win in his career. You know what I'm saying? All his other opponents was garbage.
Okay, well, check this out. Check this out. If that's the case, you know what I'm saying, which clearly looked like the case because he said that. But at the end of the day, Deontay always wanted to fight the best. Deontay wanted to fight a Klitschko, but guess what? That's Shelly Finkel, other fighter. That's Shelly Finkel, other fighter. But
Say
guess
that
what?
again, man. Say that again so people can understand.
That's Shelly Finkel, other fighter. Not only was they in camp years before, Deontay also dropped his ass. Okay, Deontay also dropped his ass in camp over there. They're not gonna talk about that though. You see what I'm saying? They're not gonna talk about that. But then what they do, what I do know, and what we all know is that he wanted to fight Klitschko. But guess what he do? He goes and fight his UK friend, or whatever the case may be, whatever the fuck they from. He goes and fight Joshua. Okay, cool. Guess what? Charles Martin. We wanted to fight Charles Martin. Guess what he do? He go sell his fucking soul for the money that he was getting over there. I don't blame him. He was getting more money. Okay, cool. Well then shit. Joseph Parker. He flew his ass all the way to Tuscaloosa, Alabama just to watch the fight with Chris Arreola. Guess what his punk ass do? He didn't want no smoke. Guess who he go and fight? He gonna fight Anthony Joshua. So at the end of the day, shit, the motherfucker wanted to smoke and all these motherfuckers ran. But shit, when it came to Ortiz was the stablemate of Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua never did look his way. When Eddie Hearn promised Ortiz he'd get the shot at the title. Did he ever?
Exactly.
Fuck no. But guess who stood up to the plate, said I'll fight him? Deontay. And guess what else? Deontay was sick as a dog. Guess who was the motherfucker say, bro, I don't know, we should fight. It was me. We went out to go grab some pizza a week or two before the fight.
What was his weight? What was Deontay weight in that first Ortiz fight?
I think he was like 208, 209, somewhere along in there.
208, 209. Damn.
He was somewhere along in there. You see what I'm saying? But the crazy part about it was, like I say, Deontay was sick, coughing up mucus and shit. When we on the way out, we over there on Camp Creek hanging out, getting something to eat from the pizza place. You know what I'm saying?
And for everybody who tuned in, he ain't changed that right there ever. I remember the first day he told me back then when that fight was happening, he said Deontay was sick. Same shit. He ain't changed that up yet.
Yep. Deontay was sick. You know what I'm saying? Coughing up mucus. I the one who told Deontay, I say, champ, bro, I don't even know we need. He told me straight up, he said, man, I believe in myself. I'm going to beat this nigga ass. That's exactly what he said. And guess what he did? Went through hell to get it. He came out the storm, and guess what? He knocked his ass out. That's what he said. You know what I'm saying? That's what he said. He did what he said he was going to do. So my thing is this. They can say Deontay didn't fight nobody. They can say that Deontay only fought overseas. But what they're not going to talk about is how Joshua didn't want to fight. They're not going to talk about how motherfuckers was taking all these PEDs before just to fight him, just to fight a little motherfucker who only 208, 209. I think his largest weigh-in was 231. They're not going to talk about how motherfuckers avoided that. They're not going to talk about how motherfuckers avoided that smoke. But guess what? He don't got no skills. All he got is a right hand. Well, shit, why is everybody running from the right hand?
Yeah, I clearly say the same thing, man. And I look at the lineup there, Tay. Where's all these killers at? If he didn't fight nobody, where's all the killers at, man? Where they at? Where they holding these motherfuckers? Where they at?
I don't know, but I'm waiting.
They can't be all across the pond. They was hyping up Daniel Dubois. Oh, he's the next to do it. You know what I'm saying? He's the next one to damn beat. Nope. No head movement. Can't do shit. Hey, talk about this. This shit keep popping up on my timeline. I explained this shit plenty of times about the contingency in there.
What's that?
But people keep on talking about he rejected Eddie Hearn's $100 million offer. Man, y'all let Eddie Hearns play you like puppet. I mean, I'm talking
Eddie
about
Hearn lied about everything. First of all, the deal that Deontay wanted was guarantee me Joshua in that contract. Joshua wasn't guaranteed in that contract, so guess what he did? He betted on his goddamn self. I would have too. You mean to tell me you finna get me over here and I ain't finna fight so you can do the same shit you did so you can do the same shit you did to Ortiz to do to me? You got me fucked up. So I did. So guess what? I'm gonna bet on myself. If it was me, I would have did the same shit.
And that's true because Ortiz would have been first, right?
Right.
Ortiz would have been first, and then it wasn't guaranteed that he'd get Joshua next, so he could have fought anybody. He would have been over there looking like Dillian White, to be honest.
Exactly. But they're not gonna talk, man. Look, man, they're not gonna be real about everything. Guess what? All they gonna do is try to deteriorate Deontay. That's all they gonna do. They're not gonna talk about what's really happening, what's really going on. They're not gonna talk. Oh, the only reason why you don't like Deontay, he can't fight. Well, why you don't like Deontay? Because he just be talking. But damn, he just be talking. But every time he say he gonna do something, he do it though, right?
For
man,
sure.
I just don't like it. Man, come on, man. These niggas here, man. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Can't be that goddamn salt. That's bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying?
They salty, man, but yet they'll put a thumbnail up, dog.
About it to a motherfucker who's more than fan friendly. You know what I'm saying? Take his time signing autographs for everybody to only shit on them. But guess what? They done fucked up because they won't get that shit again. Come on, man. And then, I'm like I said on the interview yesterday when I was on the show. I'm not mad at Mark. But I can only talk about what I do know. I only told a handful of people what was going on. It's some people who knew about the spiked water the same day I found out. And if I'm not mistaken, Mr. World Combat Sports, you was one of them.
Yeah, I was.
So you've been knowing about this. We almost 2 weeks away from the fight a year ago. We almost 2 weeks away from a fight a year ago. So I've been saying this for a whole year. Not only that, I knew 6:30 that morning Vegas time, which means it was every bit of what, 10 o'clock, 10:30 here in Atlanta. Come on, man. Like my tune ain't changed. I've been saying the same thing. But Deontay never accused the man of it. He said, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
You can't change how a motherfucker believe.
He believed because his body was feeling different than it all, different than what it's used to feeling as he about to step through the ropes. I mean, that's logical. You know what I'm saying? That's logical. You should be in tune with your body.
Right. Motherfuckers mad. But it's crazy though, because motherfuckers go do a show. They can go to ESPN and all, but ESPN not gonna talk about it. But it don't matter. Whatever Deontay say, oh, he's delusional, or it's this, or it's that. But damn, everything I done said, he done said. So I'm delusional too.
Let me ask you this, Tay. Why do you believe that they more so trying to place a label of depression and mental illness on Deontay Wilder when in fact Tyson Fury came back to the sport and they used that as a storyline for people to embrace him? So why would Deontay Wilder be vilified, but yet Tyson Fury embraced for coming back to the sport, claiming he had a mental illness and became a dope fiend?
Because they can't keep a king down. They want people to believe nothing happened. They want people to believe that this is not what's going on. Man, listen. If it wasn't for social media, guess what? None of this shit would be talked about. So you can only imagine what happened in the early 1990s, the 87s, the fucking 70s and 60s. You can only imagine what Jack Johnson and all those guys went through. You can only imagine what they went through. Yeah, nobody knows. But because we have social media, you can detect anything. But guess what? What's crazy about the whole thing? I knew about the gloves and all that shit the day after the fight. But guess who started Govgate? A motherfucker from Australia. That's originally where it came from. So what that means about Americans? The motherfucker's stupid too.
You're right, man. That's this. I tell people they sitting up here trying to embrace Mark to get back at Deontay. They're not embracing him because genuinely they care for him. They sitting up here, seeking his attention to use him to get back at the damn main target of Deontay. Ain't in the media saying shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. They don't know what's going on with the fight or nothing.
Now look at this. I see Mark Pinkerton say some dumbass shit. Say if I was to spike your water, I sure as hell wouldn't bring a towel to the ring. First off and fucking foremost. Mark never had a fucking towel. So what the fuck is you talking about? Come on, man. Mark never had a fucking towel. The same towel that Mark threw was the same towel that Coach Cuz had in the corner. He picked the son of a bitch up that was right by Marcelo's foot. Oh, how do you know? Oh, I sat right behind Coach Cuz. Marcelo sat to the right of me. Marcelo sat right behind Coach Breland. So what the fuck is you talking about? Since you know every fucking thing, you wasn't there. And to let truth be told, he was interfered by another motherfucker outside the gate to telling him to throw the towel. Andre Durrell. But see, motherfuckers not gonna talk about that. They only talk about where they hear other channels talk. So, Mr. Mark Pinkerton, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I'm pretty sure you want to respond to that, Mark. I mean, you can click the link.
Man,
You know what
listen,
I'm
man,
saying?
niggas gonna say, oh, well, he did this. They gonna talk about everything but what's going on. Mark said he didn't spike the water. What? More? No. Like earlier today, somebody said Mark said he never gave Deontay water. That's a fucking lie. One, it was two people that ever give Deontay something to drink. It's in the back. That was his trainer, Joy. And to be honest with you, it was a big ass bucket of water. I started to grab water out that bucket. Joy
Damn.
said, no. Joy said, no, fuck that. Guess what Joy gave him to drink? The same sports drink that he's sponsored by. I said, all right,
Okay.
cool. So I put the motherfucker down and kept on going. But when we was warming up, guess who the only motherfucker who gave him water then? Mark. If you go back and look when we coming out, you'll see Deontay kicking his legs. You'll see that. You'll see him kicking his legs. And I noticed it because he down there almost kicked me.
So it was trying to insinuate it was because of the costume, but yet it was because his body being contaminated with a foreign substance.
Man, listen, man. Go back and look at all of Deontay fights. Every time he took off his mask, you know it was on and popping. This time he took off his mask, it looked like he didn't have a care in the world. Blinking and shit. Come on, man. That ain't Deontay, bro.
No.
Everybody know that.
Definitely, especially when he about to walk into battle now.
At the end of the day, if it was so easy, such much of easy work, that was the easiest fight this man had, why is he not stepping in the ring? Why is he not stepping in the ring? Because everybody free now. He's supposed to have fought in December, but he didn't. Hell, we went down to Miami to start getting ready for the fight, to start training.
I remember that.
So, shit, that was back in August.
Who put that room out there? Who put that room out there that Deontay wasn't even training?
That's a fucking lie. We was waking up every morning at 6 o'clock. Every 6 o'clock. Just to be on time to work out. Workout started at what? 7 o'clock. We wouldn't even be. Matter of fact, because I was still working or whatever. I was the one who had to end some of the workouts early just to go work, just to get to work on my computer. And they would still be working out. At least about an hour and a half long. Come on, man. I can't make none of this shit up. I ain't got no reason to lie. But people only gonna say dumb shit. They don't know what the fuck they talking about.
So how do you feel? How long do you feel that Mark Breland, in your own opinion, there's been an association or connected to these UK cats? You know what I'm saying? How far do you think it goes back for him potentially? Being he has Crunk gym ties. You know what I'm saying? He has ties with them.
You know what though? It's funny that you say he has ties, but guess what? Motherfucker tried to tell me on another show yesterday he ain't never trained that Crunk.
Yeah, right.
Man, guess what? If you go back and look at what fight that was, Jorge Vaca, when he fought Jorge Vaca, they got a whole little skit. And I meant to bring it up yesterday, but I forgot. They got a whole little skit where, guess what? They got a whole little skit where Mark trained with, what's the man, Emmanuel Stewart. Emmanuel Stewart got a whole little skit on that, on the pre-fights as well. So I don't want to hear no shit. Oh, he didn't never train with him. That's bullshit. He from New York. How he gonna treat? Man, we're not gonna cover up for nobody. We're not gonna do that. Like I say, I don't have no problem with the man. But at the end of the day, if you didn't do it, guess what? I'm gonna say I didn't do it. That's not what you did. You said Jay did it. You said Jay was the only one to give him water. So if you not if you didn't do it, just say you didn't do it. Don't go on with the bullshit. You go on to say the man don't hit the bag, the man don't hit the speed bag, the man don't do this. What is we know what's crazy is there's been times that I know I've called Deontay sometime 11, 12 at night, and guess what he's doing? Hitting in the bag, putting in extra work. You know, we got them earbuds, them ear pods, whatever you call them shit, for the iPhone. He answering the phone on that motherfucker. And I'm hearing like, bro, what the hell you doing? Oh, I'm hitting the bag. Oh, well, shit, nigga, hit me back. So I don't know, man. I don't know what that bullshit he was talking. He thought he was, you know what I'm saying, putting bullshit out there by Deontay, but he was actually telling on himself. Because my nigga, at the end of the day, if you the trainer and you saying all this, nigga, what the fuck was you there for?
Exactly. What were you there for? A paycheck? You was there for a motherfucking paycheck. Because you had plenty of time to abort mission when he had zero. When zero's on the right side of his ledger. You had plenty of time to abort mission. Gone.
Exactly.
I don't feel comfortable. I'm out.
Right.
Undefeated. Nobody would have said that. They said, oh, okay. Mark feel like it's time for him to go. Okay, there's no underlining motive here. Okay, cool. But being a part of one of the biggest scandals in boxing history, man, is unacceptable. That shit is dishonorable. People gonna have to understand that with Mark, man. That shit is dishonorable, man.
Right. And you got people playing both sides of the field. You can't play both sides of the field when they come over here.
Can't do that shit, man. I know Willie said and about pizza, you know, right, T, for the homeless and for my brothers.
He did. We was in Brooklyn when we fought Brazil. Really did buy pizza for the homeless, and he brought some for us. I had somebody say he had a veggie pizza. He telling the truth.
I guess that might be shit that's too positive though, because you know every time when it comes to community work, they don't talk about the intricate roles that's played with that. You know, allowing these people that's less fortunate to be embraced by you know, a heavyweight champ like Deontay Wilder. You know, all the community shit that goes into it. And I tell people all the time, Tay, like I've seen y'all on several occasions,
right?
And I just can't relate to what the negative shit I'm hearing. Like you say the same thing, like, damn, y'all want to say this nigga is just no good, dirty down, and don't do shit for people. Like I've never seen him unapproachable. Like him when he was at your fight, he was eating, and I came over there and asking for an interview.
Yeah,
he was eating, man.
And crazy part about it, honestly, I didn't even know if he was gonna come or not. You know what I'm saying? Because he's like he said, he didn't want to put any pressure on me. As you can see, that the other fighter tried to showboat,
tried to turn up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And you know, like Deontay didn't have to do that, but he did. You know what I'm saying? But not only did he come and support, he talked to down there everybody in the building.
True.
Took pictures,
I guess
autographs.
I don't know if it's because I'm black media. I don't know, but when I tell them that all the time in different locations, even at JD's boxing matches, at your fight, you know what I'm saying? You know, on deck at the MGM, it was just several times I seen him, and I say, you know what? He's not gonna, if he's that fake of an individual, then he damn good at it. You know how much energy it take to be that fake if you really fake person, to be friendly with somebody you don't want to be friendly with. So I'm telling people, I say I never seen it. No ifs, ands, but I never seen that shit in interview when I was in his fight camp. None of that shit. I never seen it, y'all. I never seen Deontay act foul or fake as shit and say, nah, he didn't want to do nothing, and act stuck up with an ego. You know?
Yeah, for sure. That's not him. You know what I'm saying? I done seen Deontay spend thousands on people that he not even cool with no more. And guess what? He don't even regret that he did do it.
Okay.
Come on, man.
I think a lot of people just looking at this situation as if it's a perfect time to find another way to give Deontay Wilder that negative attention because he's out the ring right now, right? So they don't even know if he's facing Tyson Fury next because they're curious to know what's going on with the court situation. But they don't have nothing else to go off of.
Right.
So the only thing they can do is, well, finally, Mark Breland came out damn near a year after this shit, and talking shit. But they were saying the same thing about Deontay Wilder. Why did he take so long to talk? Ain't nobody saying that shit about Mark.
Now you see my point. That shit crazy. But like I say, nothing against Mark. I'm glad that he came out and spoke. But damn, when Deontay took almost 6 months, 7 months, however long the fuck it was, or he took too long to come out. But god damn, Mark came almost a year.
Yeah.
Now he say something. You don't hear shit about that. But they was the same motherfuckers that not saying shit. It's the same motherfuckers who was saying that he need to be fired. Where they at now?
I agree. They wasn't giving a fuck about Mark back then. They were just saying fuck the whole team. His whole team fucked up. Fire all of them. JD's all of them. He ain't shit. And this is wild because he was undefeated. He was undefeated. God damn.
And F.A. Ajaba will be a nice little tune-up for Deontay.
Hell, y'all was talking about F.A. Ajaba robotic no head movement ass earlier, dog. Talking that shit, talking about African guard. Man, please. Man, wear that shit to the ring and see what happens. Go ahead.
That shit's crazy, man.
I'm serious. You want to bring Africa in this shit? Go ahead. Sign up for the motherfucking fight, man. I hope to God F.A. gets his shot. For real, I do. I hope he gets his shot. Real talk.
And guess what? When he beat him, guess what they gonna say?
He was too green.
Thank you. It ain't never good.
He was too green. He wasn't ready. But they can't keep using that tape because the only thing he got is a right hand. That's all he got. He got a right hand. That's it.
Who that?
Deontay. That's all they say. He got a right hand. That's it.
Yeah, but he knocked out Ortiz with an uppercut.
I don't know, man. I think they have them damn 3D glasses on while they be looking at these fights, man.
Man, listen, man. They can say whatever the fuck they want. These people, man, it's to a point now where these people just be talking just to be hearing they self-talk. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, man, it's crazy, man. It's just it's crazy. It's crazy. That's the only thing I can literally say. It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because what has this man done so wrong for everybody to hate him?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
That's all I want to know. What has he done wrong for everybody to hate him?
But see, I look at it like this, Tay, as malicious animus. You know why? Because if you're trying to create a mask for an individual, and he doesn't even have no criminal shit. He ain't out here getting accused of domestic violence or knocking motherfuckers out in the street. He ain't in the news. I tell people all the time, right, that the boxing community is different than the MMA community. Because if you would place John Jones' criminal record on Deontay Wilder over in the boxing community, people would freaking ostracize the shit out of him. They will ban, they would talk shit about Deontay all day. But for John Jones, they love him. That's why I'm saying the audience, when it comes to boxing and MMA, is different because John Jones have did dirt 5 times over. Deontay Wilder, the only thing he probably said is that the bronze bomber want to catch a body and niggas run to the damn anonymous 911 and shit.
It don't even matter. And Canelo said he don't even want to fight any Mexicans. They ain't say shit about that.
And they didn't say shit because every time somebody say shit about Canelo, they want to make it seem like it's race involved. Man, get out of here with that shit, man. He said he don't want to fight Mexicans. That's what it is. Imagine if Deontay said he didn't want to fight any more blacks. Shit, nigga, man, they'd be goddamn crying like, oh, Deontay, he's changed. He don't know. He's lost his direction. He don't want to give brothers a chance. Get the fuck out of here with that, man. That's that whole shit, man. You know, the good thing about it, we just started in 2021 with this deal, man. So, Mark has another freaking 10 months, 10 and a half months to prove
Man,
that
this nigga
Deontay
said
Wilder's
AJ was
spirit.
an ex-drug dealer. Man, I want to hear that bullshit. That nigga ain't selling no motherfucking drugs. That nigga don't even know what an OZ is. What the fuck?
Hey, man, AJ probably got caught with a bag of broccoli and parsley, goddamn it, that they sold him,
Come
and
on,
he
man.
thought it
Hear
was
that
something different.
bullshit. Everybody sold drugs before. Everybody sold drugs before. Shit.
I mean, I know what you was trying to do there, KI or whatever, but nah, man, we talking about this shit on a whole nother level, man. Everybody know he a father. Everybody know why he started boxing. They know all that shit. But when they make their thumbnails, they always have to compare him to something negative. That's it. That's what it's all about. They love putting his name on thumbnails so they can get the views. I get it. I get it. But say something positive about the champ.
Yeah.
It's gonna get better though, Tay. It's gonna get better.
Man, listen, like he said today when he called me after he made that post. Everybody mad about that post. Oh, you got that little bitch punch drunk boxing over there talking about some. Oh, he the CEO of LDBC. Oh, he mad about that shit. But fucking hurt. But fucking hurt. He just so happened to see the shit and posted it because it was the truth. I was actually
What post you
surprised that
talking
they
about for the
posted my
people who don't
fucking.
know, Tay? What
Huh?
post you talking about for the people who don't know?
That Deontay posted today.
He posted on Twitter.
No, he posted on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even know he posted it. So somebody said, bro, you know he posted it. I see you on his page. The fuck? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? So I go look and I'm like, oh shit. But like I say, Deontay he be on YouTube. He be listening to shit. He ain't fucking retarded.
Yeah,
He
for
know what
sure.
everybody be saying. So when motherfuckers get mad that he don't want to do an interview with them, now you understand. Now you see why motherfuckers don't be want to do an interview with you because they hear what you be saying.
Oh, exposing the truth and nothing but the truth. Goddamn DB, goddamn. Exposing the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. We are forced when we are together. Damn, that's deep. He said we are a force when we are together. Damn, that says everything right there.
It sell a lot. That's why motherfuckers mad.
That say everything. He said we are a force when we're together. And then, people act like, he can't sit up here and talk about his people and having unity. We're supposed to have unity, but right now we got people that's thinking that we're supposed to ask permission to have unity. No, that's not the case, bro.
Right.
We don't need permission to have unity amongst one another, even though it is difficult in certain situations. But right here, right now, in boxing, bro, man, we're talking
Right.
about somebody who doesn't even have the history of Tyson Fury. I mean, come
Right.
on, man. Like, dude, put Tyson's Fury, put Tyson's Fury paperwork on Deontay Wilder. Put what we know on Tyson Fury, whether it be boxing or him on drugs, out of the sport. And man, Deontay Wilder wouldn't even be able to box, man.
Of course.
They'll sit up here and try to say, he's not fit for boxing. There's no way he's fit to box. That shit'll get better though, man. You have to keep on doing what you're doing, stand strong. You know what I'm saying? Letting the motherfucking public know, LDBC talking the way they talk, you know, having the panels that they have, picking the topics they pick, you know, and people start getting the picture, you know,
Right.
people start getting the picture, period.
Man, listen. Deontay is okay. He's just ready to get back in the ring.
Yeah, man, we waiting for him to get back in the ring, man, because you know what's crazy too, that tell you people gonna tune in and watch him fight.
Right.
Believe that.
Right. It's been down there been a year, and guess who's still the hottest topic?
Yeah, the hottest topic. Ain't nobody talking about anybody else. Canelo is not even in the picture. Ryan Garcia popped in and popped out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? T.O.'s been doing, you know, Devin Haney popped in, popped out. Who else? Ain't nobody really talking about Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford.
Tank popped in, popped out. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
Tank
saying?
Tank popped in, popped out, you know. Really no thumbnails out here about it. But goddamn Deontay Wilder, man, somebody talking about him every day. So appreciate you.
Exactly.
Appreciate you, Shawty. You know what I'm
Yeah, man.
saying?
That shit crazy, man.
Let me ask you this, man. Why you think FA Jobber want Deontay work right now? Who do you believe put him up to that shit?
I don't know, but he gonna find himself as a sacrificial lamb doing some bullshit like that.
I'm just saying, why all of a sudden FA Jobber got the cojones? You know, he want to say, oh, it's my opportunity to step in there. Like this shit came out of nowhere that he's mad. Like, how long ago did Deontay take those pictures? And why all of a sudden FA got a problem with it?
He over at top rank now, right?
Yeah.
That's why.
Be yourself though, dog. Just be yourself and you'll be straight.
See, he turned them goddamn comments off.
Huh?
I say, you see, he turned them comments off though when he posted that dumbass shit.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
He said, Wilder ain't an Uncle Tom like AJ. That's why big media hate him. Yeah, I mean, he talk about his people in general and having unity amongst black people, right? And people think it's just like the worst thing ever. But he said, Tom says crazy how the media don't pick up the BBC documentary on MTK and how dirty boxing is, but have all the time in the world to talk negative on Wilder. I agree, man. That MTK shit, the mob ties association with the corruption of boxing, I agree. Nobody's talking about that shit. They don't want to touch it. But goddamn it, they want to talk about some damn. Hey, they want to act like Deontay is Daniel Kinahan. Shit,
Right.
you would think. You would motherfucking think, dog.
That's
What's going
crazy.
on with you this week?
Man, I just got out the gym, man. I'm just chilling, man. I'm tired as hell. It went a whole hour straight on the Knicks tonight, so I'm tired of shit. Non-stop.
Damn, an hour straight on the list. God damn.
Hell yeah. I'm
For
tired.
anybody who may not know, what exactly the mitt's supposed to assist with in boxing, man?
For me, it's more of my hand-eye coordination, and you know what I'm saying, just to keep my hands moving. You know what I'm saying. That's what it does for me. You know, I don't like the Floyd flashy shit. I don't like to do all that. I do like to speed it up. You know what I'm saying, just to
But
get
isn't that keeping your hand moving though? If you're doing
like,
the Floyd shit?
yeah, keeping my hand moving. But I like, I like it for it to actually mean something.
Okay.
Like, show me what my open shots is. Show me when my coach or my teacher shooting a straight jab, I'm slipping, shooting right back up with an uppercut up under the jab. You know what I'm saying? Show me my landing marks. You know what I'm saying? Show me what I can do over this or I can do over that. And then we'll increase the speed on it. You know what I'm saying? So it could be one of them hot shots.
Hey, Javante just put out, I know this is a little off topic, but he said, I might not fight this year because they think I broke my hand. I think they're giving my data away. With an emoji with the eyebrow raised.
Yeah,
I
I
don't,
think he supposed to be fighting at the Murray.
Yeah, I heard that shit. What is that gonna matter? Like Abnormarez of all people. I mean, I can see if he looked different when his rematch with Leo Santa Cruz. He didn't look any like he didn't do shit different. Like, and he got the scratch cornea. He was out for a minute. I mean, what is that gonna do for Tank though? People really gonna start criticizing him fighting Abnormarez.
Right.
I want to see Ryan Garcia go in there and get knocked out. They still talking about him and damn Pacquiao and shit.
Man, nobody want to see that bullshit. We had a cool ass nigga last night talking about Ryan Garcia was the #1 fighter in the U.S. I said, what? That nigga said because he got the most followers. What?
You
Huh?
talking about Tunde?
Man, that dumb man, that buck dancing motherfucker, man.
Man, what the fuck are you talking about? Look, when did motherfucking people that you don't even know? I tell motherfuckers, if you got 50,000 followers and they donate to you every day, you got some loyal motherfuckers with you. Period.
Right. Right.
But he's up there talking about performance is bleeding over from his followers to say that he's the best fighter over here, one of the most talented and most popular fighters over here in the US is just outlandish as shit, man. It don't make any sense at all. And
Right.
that's how Ryan Garcia is getting these motherfuckers, man. Because he's a little goofy, little young kid and keep getting away with goofy shit.
Right.
Got eight point some million followers, and all of a sudden this dude is the king. I don't know, man. I don't know how to grade boxing. Boxing is just doing some shit I just can't co-sign on right now, dog.
Willie said, let's go get some pizza, dog. You got your mask and all. Yeah. I can't eat no pizza right now, big dog. I'm trying to come down and weight right now. I'm trying to get back on the groove, try to get me a fight in and get a couple thousand.
Damn. I feel you. I remember you was posting all those damn seafood pics. I was like, shit, you need to drop me the location. I need that dish. For
I'm
real.
trying to tell you, man, because like I say, the seafood, like that seafood burns so fast off me, man. I got some crab legs from Spondivic last night.
You say fun divvies?
I went to Spondivic last night.
I'm
Yeah,
about to
man.
check that out, man. I'm about to
Yeah,
check that out.
got me a whole
Because
bucket.
you know who turned me on to a lot of spots, man? Carlos.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna
Carlos
lie. He
got a
turned
lot.
me on to a lot of different food spots. That shit was good.
Yeah, Carlos got a lot of spots, man. Yeah, you do.
I'm
You
gonna
got a
check
lot.
out fun divvies, though.
Yeah, Spondivic, man, it's over there by the airport, man.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is, man. What's another restaurant you like going to down here, man?
Uh,
That's kind of close to your diet.
Close to my diet.
J Blues was good.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I had to make way at some restaurants. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to go order me a piece of salmon. You know what I'm saying? I just when I get there, I just see what's on the menu. You know, of course, my wife gonna make sure I eat right. So she like, nah, you can't have that because you know me, I be wanting to get me a big ass burger. And you know, like, you think
Yeah,
you're gonna be eating that? But you know, so I'll be like, damn. So I'll order some on the menu. Then it just come out looking good. Well, you know, we go to Four Crab ATL. We go to the little South Side spot with 2 Chainz spot. Little South damn I forget the name of his restaurant. We go to 2 Chainz restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Uh, it's just different places we go. You know what I'm saying? I just make sure that I order. I try my best to order the healthiest thing off the menu. It just look like I'm always eating the right thing because she ordered it for me.
2 Chainz joint. What is his primary entrees down there? Is it soul food or what?
No, it ain't just soul food. He got a lot of stuff, man. He got a lot of stuff. I actually like his menu, man. I actually
So
like
it's
his menu.
legit.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
straight. Yeah, it's super straight, man. It's more of a lounge area. So whatever you can get in a lounge, you know what I'm saying? He have his seafood dishes. He also have, of course, his drinks and stuff like that, and pastas, and he have a nice little variety of stuff. He said, "When this
That's
death."
what's up. I ain't know that though.
And I can't,
Win
I can't
Dixie
eat no
Deli.
bread. I can't eat no bread. Low. I can't eat no bread, bro. I ain't had no bread in almost 2 months now.
Shit, I'll tear some bread up, especially off a veggie pizza. See, the only thing about a veggie pizza, man, I don't know. I just be having that craving for some meat in there, so I eat a whole veggie pizza, man, easy.
See, I can't do it.
I just feel like I'm being deprived, not having damn pepperoni or sausage or something.
Man, I can't even do it, man.
But man, these grocery stores, man, they do have some good ass motherfucking places you can order food now. Publix, Winn Dixie, motherfucking Ingles,
Yeah,
Kroger.
Public definitely got a great deal of. He definitely got a great deal of subs. I love the public subs.
Did you hear the story that's out there that let me find it first. What was that post? Oh, what do you think about Devin Haney and his father stepping down just to focus more on the boxing situation and him potentially going over there to Floyd's?
Say it again.
Did you hear that, Bill Haney mentioned he was stepping down as the head trainer of Devin Haney and focusing more on the business aspect and logistics of the DHP, and he may go over to Floyd and have Floyd be the head trainer for now, something like that.
Damn, I thought he was with the other dude that was the head trainer.
I know, man. That's what I said. Mickey Bay, they're all like, shit. I know Mickey Bay feels some. I don't know what the fuck going on because I don't know, bro. I thought Mickey Bay was doing great. I ain't hear his name though. I didn't hear his name. I don't know what's up with that. Because Mickey Bay was a former world champion.
Yeah, he was former world champion. I don't know, man. Them guys over there, they something else, man.
I was
I
just
don't know.
curious to know why his name didn't come up. Like Mickey Bay's name didn't come up. To potentially step in and train Devin full time rather than Floyd Mayweather. Because from what I'm hearing, they'll tell you is that if indeed Teofimo Lopez disperses of George Kambosos, it may be a potential Devin Haney fight. After that, a big fight, PPV. With a live gate.
It
That's what I'm
should be.
hearing.
It should be. It should be. You know what I'm saying? It should be, but man, I don't like I said, I don't really know too much about those fighters like that. You know what I'm saying? I know they both great. You know what I'm saying? That's that's the only thing I know. You know what I'm saying? I really don't follow those guys like that. You know what I'm saying? I like watching them, but I just don't follow them like that.
I feel you. I've been meaning to ask you, man. Didn't Deontay Wilder have his a custom Impala done? Have you had a chance to ride in it yet?
Oh yeah, it's dope.
Oh, for real? Does it
Yeah.
have any switches on it and shit like that?
No, I don't think so. I don't think he got that added in there yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
What color is it?
That's the I think it's blue. I think like a light blue color, I think it is. Oh, what color was that? Was I don't even know. I really didn't pay attention because, like I said, I remember he had it here in Atlanta, back in I want to say early summer or something like that. The 6'4"
Damn, he's
Impala.
rolling through the A in that drop
Yeah,
top.
yeah, 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 yeah. But I like I said,
Okay.
I just hop in and ride. Shit, I ain't gonna be. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know what color the damn Rolls Royce is. I just hopped in that motherfucker, got to ride. I just got in
I
that
feel
motherfucker.
you, dog.
I gotta hop in that bitch and just ride. You know what I'm saying? The only
Damn,
one I
that's what.
really know of, only car that I really know of, I really like Telly car. You know what I'm saying? That the Bentley truck that she got, she had done hooked it up. You know what I'm saying? But shit, man, I other than that, bro, I just shit. I don't really be paying attention. To be honest with
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you.
Jay Blue said, "I love Two James' most expensivest series. Dude is naturally funny as fuck. Never heard his music. Hey, I like when he was sampling that marijuana, man. He was getting high as hell, and his people had to tell him to chill. He said, man, you're gonna kill yourself, man. You need to chill with that. Got to practice on reverse parking tomorrow because I got to take the test for my life. What? Damn, dog, you taking the test for your license? Wow. That's been so long ago, man. I took my lessons in a wood grain station wagon. You know how long that motherfucker is. I paralleled the shit out of that.
Man, I did. I never forget. I did mines in the first time because I had to take that motherfucker twice, man. I had to take it twice. The first time I took it in a Dodge Intrepid, I couldn't parallel park that big long motherfucker for shit. Then I came back and did the second one in the Mercedes.
Yeah, that was the shit back then, man. I know when I was coming up, man. I had the box Chevy, we had a Caprice, and then we had that long ass station wagon. The motherfucker, it had a damn compartment in the back where you can lift it up, and we were small enough to go up under there and shut the damn hatch. That's
Right.
how fucking big that car was, man. I hated it too because they pulled that long motherfucker up to the school to pick us up. I was like, But those times have changed. It's all good, man.
Right.
Do anyone over there ride bikes? I know. I seen
Willie do.
Willie. He ride bikes, don't he?
Man, he'll ride the shit out of a bike. Yeah, Willie.
I saw him on that booster last time.
Yeah, he'll ride the shit out of a bike, man. Everybody do their own little thing, though. You know what I mean? I really run. I go walk.
Yeah.
Willie go run and walk. Like I say, man, everybody got their own thing that they be doing. For real, everybody do their own little thing. For real. Everybody, especially over in our crew, everybody work out. Everybody work out at different times. You know what I'm saying? So it can be 2 o'clock in the morning. It can be first thing in the morning, middle of the afternoon, middle of the evening. You know what I'm saying?
Tell me what your grade is on my thumbnail, dog.
What's my grade? What you mean?
Yeah, and the steps. What I'm trying to say. Do you remember that exhibit number 1? Do you remember where that was at? That was in fight camp. He was getting ready. He was getting ready for. I think he was getting ready for Dominique Brazil.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Chris was giving some water.
Yeah.
So number 2, that's when he was getting ready to spar. But I took 2 separate pictures of Deontay just walking around in the ring. That's the look he had. I don't know why, but he was just walking around getting ready. And then Mark, that's when he was in the ring by himself, just looking the way he was looking. It was just matched up nice, man. And that one right there is when they was actually doing mitts on
Right.
the end, number 3. Yeah, they was actually doing mitts and shit.
Right.
That shit lined up pretty nice though
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Yeah.
For what I was trying to get at though. Yeah, I know Michael Williams Jr., man, going for his, he's going for his 14th victory
Nothing wrong with that.
this weekend up in Alabama.
Oh, he fighting Alabama. Oh, he fighting that card. Okay. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, he's fighting Alabama, and then of course
He fighting an 8-round fight or what?
It's either 8 or 10, man.
Okay.
It's either 8 or 10. He's been done with six rounds and shit. Yeah, it's 8 or 10. Yep.
Okay.
And I know they have Tiki Hemingway down there now, Florida. Not Florida. Roy Jones is training Tiki Hemingway, the female.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, you talk to your brother anytime? Have you talk to your brother? Chris Eubanks.
Nah, man. Nah.
Man, why don't you try to goddamn sign up for a fight and just say, hey, man, I'm Chris, man. My pops will be around here in a minute, man. What we talking about? What's the paycheck like?
Man, nah, I haven't talked to him, man. Yeah, Chris Eubank, man, that's one of my. I like him, man. I really do. You need to fight Charlo.
I mean, why wouldn't that fight happen? Just ego or what?
Man, honestly, I don't know what's going on in the division, man. I don't know if these promoters don't want to pay because they really ain't got the money or what, man. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know, man. I don't know. That's what it be seeming like, man. It seems like everybody else fighting except for the ones who need to be fighting.
Mm-hmm.
That shit just crazy, man.
I know he was down there in Florida, man. He had picked up a crib down there, so he was getting ready for potentially if he had another fight. When I went down there, he said no pictures and no photography, but he actually had a pretty decent sparring session. I'm not gonna lie to you, that shit was nice.
Man,
But
it's I like when I get on fucking Twitter and then the main topic is Deontay Wilder.
oh,
Or
for
they
real?
showing pictures of me or they showing pictures. I like that shit. That shit crazy, man. Hey, come on, man. It's been a whole fucking year. And this man's still the main topic of discussion.
Yeah, keep on, keep his name out there. That's what he want. Keep his name out there. He want y'all. He want y'all to talk some positive shit though. Talk that positive shit. When you want him to come back, who you want him to fight. Put some names out there on the hit list. Ask him, what he worked on or something. Maybe he'll answer one of y'all.
Right.
That's all you got to do. Just make it seem like you're a fan of the champ, man, and not a frenemy. That's all I'm saying, for real. But big dog, I'm about to bounce off this camp.
For sure, man. For sure,
I'm about
man.
to bounce off this camp, big dog, and I got so much damn to get prepared for. But
Yeah.
hey, man, you know what it is, Tay, man. I never got a chance to speak to you about that UK shit. I totally forgot. I was telling them earlier about that UK shit, that how they was trying to basically um bleed their presence over into the US media by picking up on some of this, social media groups over here in the YTBC community and
Yeah.
how long I actually knew. Like I knew long before I told you, but I was explaining to them that they was willing to kind of scoop people up and pay them money to talk about their fighters.
Oh yeah, of course. And not only just talk about their fighters, but down to US fighters as well.
Yeah, down the US fighters, all that. I mean, that shit is real, y'all.
Yeah.
That shit is
Hell yeah.
motherfucking real. Believe that.
Hell yeah. You just see Mike Carpenter punk ass with NT Global. Come on, man. Like, all these niggas selling out.
Who just went?
Mike Carpenter.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. He don't care. He all about saying some shit.
He a bitch.
He all about trying to say some shit, dog. God damn.
He'll never respond to me, hoe ass nigga.
Cause he gonna have more than one conversation with you though. That's why.
No, ain't gonna be no talking. No, ain't gonna be no talking.
what was what he said? Didn't he say something crazy about the what he say about the depression shit, right?
Yeah, he was the one who said some dumbass shit like that.
Yeah.
Cause he used to be able to get in touch with Deontay. Nigga, who the fuck said you was privileged, motherfucker? Stupid ass nigga.
That's what I can't understand. These cats got numbers. Why did they just lose control and say damn and get complacent? So he'll be okay, man. I'm just gonna say this shit about him. He'll be all right. We talk on the phone a lot. He'll be straight. I just wonder where all that shit come from, man.
Selling out. They be hoes.
These motherfuckers just be giving away the importance, man.
What Jay
Like,
Boo
damn,
talking
you,
about? Jay Boo said I
huh?
don't like. Jay Boo said I don't like him. What you talking about, bro? I ain't even say nothing towards you. Jay Boo has said that in the chat. I ain't said nothing towards him. Every time he say what's up, I say what's up. Shit.
Jay Blue, I gotta understand what he was talking about exactly. Who you say he
No,
didn't like?
no, he said Tay don't like me no more after me and World Comeback had a one on one. It's still all love. Nah, bro, like shit. That's your opinion, bro. I don't have to agree with your opinion, like I told you to your face. Shit. You ain't say nothing disrespectful to me. I don't got
Man, he
nothing
ain't that petty, that Jay Blue. He ain't that petty, bro. He actually don't give a fuck. To be
to
honest, I'm just gonna be honest with you. He don't give a fuck about that small shit, dog.
Yeah. Yeah, we good, bro. Like I don't got no problem with you. He spoke to
Yeah.
me on some other. I think was it shit. I don't know who show it was. He said what's up to me and somebody showed the other day. I spoke back. I don't know, man. We cool. We cool, bro. I don't got no problem with you. He said who's my favorite fighter. Is there somebody you can borrow certain attributes from to mold yourself after? I mean, I watch a lot of Terry Norris. I love Terry Norris. I watch a lot of Terry Norris. So that's one of my favorite fighters. I like Terry Norris. But
So that's why he was with Abel Sanchez or
who that?
Terry Norris.
Oh, shit. I don't know. I don't know, man. I just like I say,
I mean, because he went in that Mexican style shit, man.
yeah, I like his.
Mm-mm.
I just like he was so offensively aggressive. You know what I mean? But when it comes to defense, I got my own style for defense. I got like an old school style of defense now. So my game has definitely changed up. So I watch a lot of old school fighters now, then watch most of the new school fighters. Like I don't want to rebuttal Floyd because everybody can't do that shit, even though I can. But you get hit a lot doing that dumbass shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Um, that's just me, man. I like to watch a whole lot of. I took some of Ken Norton style defensively. You know what I'm saying? I took some of Glenn Johnson defensive style. So I just made it my own little thing and just turned it to what I like. I like to come forward. I like to come forward.
The right hook, stay out the way of that right
Yeah,
hook.
man.
You might have an
Yeah, you stay
issue.
out ready to right hook. Yeah, just palm the backside of the face. You know what I'm saying? Palm your backside. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's just different things that I do. You know what I'm saying? I like what's best for me. I don't really try to imitate anything. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I don't like to really imitate a lot of fighters. You know what I'm saying? When I first started fighting, you know what I'm saying? Especially when I was younger, I ain't gonna lie. I thought I was Roy Jones Jr. I thought I was
Mm-hmm.
Roy Jones Jr. Goddamn. Until goddamn I started getting hit too much. I said, "Oh no, that ain't for me."
Yeah, Roy really didn't have solid defense when
Nah,
somebody got him up against the rope. He just like put his hands up, but he always put his hands up in the guard that he can punch you with. So Roy was trying to put his hands up in front of him to deflect some punches, but also to try to get a shot at you too while he moving out. He didn't have the best defense in me when he was up against the ropes.
nah, he didn't have the best defense, but that nigga had a hell of a fucking offense, and it
Yeah,
was
that
shit
nigga
you
had a
can,
hell of an offense,
and
goddamn it.
it was shit you can do about it.
Hell no.
It was
That
nothing
dude
that you
put
could
his
do
hands
about it.
behind his back and then still threw and knocked old boy out. Man, come on.
Man, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, man. Hell yeah, I love that dude, man, for real. But yeah, man, I ain't gonna hold you up, man. I know you got things to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, for sure. Um, for those of you that's tuned in, this was Tay Jones, man, aka the Golden Warrior. Stay close to him. He's gonna be getting back in shape, step into the square. It's
Yep.
always gonna be a pleasure, especially if it's local down this motherfucker. You know what it
Man,
is. Definitely have to check that out.
of course, if it is, man, I just hate fighting here, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody bugging you about tickets, and we want to
Yeah.
call you on the last day and the day of, and it's just a hassle fighting here, man. You know what I'm saying? It's really
Well, there's
just a
plenty of
hassle.
other promotions out there you can go to, man, that's gonna pay you pretty decent. I mean,
Yeah, for
this
sure,
this,
for
this
sure.
just an hour and a half or 2 hours. I mean, yeah, for sure.
You said, "What's my IG?" I don't have an IG. Everybody be wanting to come at me about this bullshit. I don't got time for it. I don't got no IG.
He don't
Yeah,
have no IG, man. You don't get damn exclusive access, goddamn. Just pull up with a damn DM all the time, bugging you with shit. I
man,
figure.
man, that shit get annoying, bro. Motherfuckers come talking shit, man. You ain't gotta talk shit to me, bro. Shit, I ain't did shit. I just said
Yes.
what I just be stating what I know. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker get mad at me for opening my mouth. Man, I don't give a damn. I get death threats, man. I get all that shit, man. I'm not worried about none of that. I don't care about none of that. But it's just, now to the point of my life, I got so much peace, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I even told my wife, man, I don't shit. She run my Instagram for real. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, is that right? Okay.
I put it on block. I mean, I put it on private. You know what I'm saying? I don't, man, I ain't into that shit like that.
Hmm.
Like I say, if it wasn't for somebody text me saying that Deontay had posted something today, I would have never knew. And then shit, he had called me maybe like 20 minutes after he posted it. I was like, bro, I'm surprised you even posted that shit because I mean I would have never. I don't be on that shit like that, man. I be on
Yeah.
Twitter if anything. I love Twitter. I
I
like
don't
reading
like
stuff.
Twitter, bro.
I like reading other people's thoughts. You know what I'm saying? I like to
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
see what people talking about, see what people doing, like not doing, but see what people thinking about. See how my process isn't like their process. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I'm a logical thinker about things.
Don't start kicking that damn educational shit to the fans. They may not know you in the classroom, dog. They may not know that you got that education that
Right.
what they call it um um
What's
damn
that?
what they call that
What's that?
when you're teaching and stuff that it's not leadership, but you have that capability of teaching others. You're in a learning environment. I forgot what the term they
Shit,
use
man.
for
I can listen, man. I'll tell a motherfucker I do a math equation. They be like, damn, I'll put a math equation on right now. They wouldn't even know how to solve that shit, man.
it.
And he said, "What's my record? I'm 4-2, man. 4-2.
Who
Yeah.
has that? Oh,
Somebody in the
Northeast.
chat. Yeah, I'm 4-2.
Salute the Northeast. They saying what's your record, cuz, but
Yeah, I'm 4-2. I fought my last fight. I fought two-time former world champion Julius and Dunga. Yeah,
and had him on wobbly, wobbly, wibbly, wobbly in the second.
yeah. I almost knocked him out. Hell yeah, almost, but I almost ain't good enough. But it's all good. I get back right. You know what I'm saying?
Thinking back on that fight, you think you should have just ran and jumped air and goddamn hit his
Man,
ass
I
with
should have
damn
just kept going with that shit, man.
bolo on that motherfucker.
Man, hell yeah, I should have kept going, man. You know what I'm saying? And I was aware that I was in a 10 round fight. That was my first 10 round fight. Like I say before, I never been in an 8 round.
Ooh.
I never been in an 8 round fight. I never been in a 6 round fight. You know what I'm saying? I went straight from 4 to 10 because when I spar shit, I don't get out the ring. Mustafa would tell you he had to make me get out the ring. You know what I'm saying? So I like to keep getting all my rounds. I be dead ass tired, but I still be trying to get as many rounds as I can get in. Sometimes I be doing like 10 to 12, 13, 14 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get all the rounds that I can get in. And that should
God
just be with
damn.
that should just be with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it be guys who 178 pounds, 60 pounds, you know what I'm saying? Way
Hmm.
bigger than me. I don't be giving a damn. You know what I'm saying? Shit. They might, one of the guys, you know what I'm saying, he had caught me with a good shot. Hell, I got back up and we were fighting again. You know what I'm saying? That shit didn't matter to me. Like I sparred Brian Norman, caught me with a great shot. Buzzed me, you know what I'm saying? Hell, I came right back. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
yeah, like man, I just when I man, I don't give a damn, bro. Bro, motherfucker gotta kill me for me to stop coming. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Hmm.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
least it was good, solid work, though, man. Of course, still sharpening steel with them names you just mentioned. Them names you just mentioned, shit.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hell yeah, man. I like to get it in, man. You know what I'm saying? Not all the time. I don't like hard sparring all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I be trying to work on stuff just to see stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want no
Hmm.
little pushover in there with me either. Though I want somebody who gonna push me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I can work on my craft. Then I go to the hard spar and do the same thing. Every time I'm doing hard spar, I'm not just trying to beat you up and things like that. I'm also working on stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Getting used to somebody else's speed or getting used to somebody else's power. You know what I'm saying? Because when I like say before, when I be in the fights, you know what I'm saying, after being hit by Brian Norman, bro, I don't feel none of that shit. I don't feel like even like even when Dungo had caught me, that shit just caught me off guard more than anything. It didn't even hurt. It just caught me off guard more than anything. The fight before that, when I fought here in Atlanta, shit, the guy caught caught me a couple times, but shit, I didn't feel it. Cause like I say, it was of course he wasn't a puncher, but a lot of people don't punch like Brian Norman. Like that's why I say, that's why I spar a lot of big guys so I can keep feeling different type of volumes of punches. You know what I'm saying? Or pressures of punches, because I don't feel it. Like you know, what I'm saying I sparred my boy Hakeem Lopez before, sparred Najee, even though Najee was going light, but you know every once in a blue moon he'll put a little power on it. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I've been in the ring with them guys, man. K Champ can punch. You know what I'm saying?
K Champ in the house.
Yeah, man. A lot of them guys can punch, man. For real, they can really punch. You know what I'm
K
saying? But
Champ style was like Mike Tyson vintage. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. I've been in the ring with Money Powell. You know what I'm saying? Money Powell can goddamn punch. A lot of people don't know it. He can really punch. I've been in the ring with him. And this, of course, you know, I'm sparring these guys when I was definitely, you know, big. I was just coming off college football, playing college football and stuff like that. But now that I'm
Mm-hmm.
small, I don't got time to fuck around with them.
That's what's up, man. That is what's up.
Yeah, yeah,
I,
yeah,
I
yeah.
see Brian Norman flyer is out finally. Brandon Lee fighting on this card. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Damn. Okay. That's what's up. But
He
man, say
always
your
on that
final
bullshit.
words to your fans and everything out there, bro.
Man, shit, man. Look, man.
It's
You
cool to
know,
do dop, 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 beep.
yeah, man. Hey, I'm just like I said, I'm getting back in shape. The damn they're already back in shape, just getting my weight off, you know. But other than that, man, I just can't wait to get back in the ring. I just can't wait to Deontay get back in the ring. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? This man said he got a point to prove. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to see this man be great. You know what I'm saying? Everybody around me be great. I see my brother Willie be great. Scotty be great. Everybody, man. I just want to see people do great things and be great. That's it.
Be
You know what I'm
great,
saying?
man.
Especially with all this stuff going on in the world, man. Let's just be great, man. You know, stop all the hate and just have love, man.
Way to
Oh yeah,
articulate that shit.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Me and Willie did spar in Miami. We
Oh,
did
for
spar
real?
for 20. Yeah, we sparred 20 minutes straight.
He said
Yeah,
he got
yeah.
tired on the low. Hey, you gotta understand who you coming in there with, man.
Yeah, yeah, love you too, bro. Hit me shit, man. Willie big dude. Willie can punch too.
Yeah,
Shit.
Willie a big dude, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Willie can punch. You know what I'm saying? Willie coming down from what, almost 300 some pounds, 300 some pounds. Like shit, he still. Hey, look, just because he don't got small on me, he don't still got. He can punch. Motherfucker hit me one time. I was like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, yeah, man. I just like to be great, man. Whether somebody beat me up at sparring or not, I don't give a damn, man. I just like to be in there with the best.
Yeah, I feel you.
But yeah, man. I ain't gonna hold
See?
you up no more, man. I know you
No,
got
I was
things
just
to
gonna
do.
give my closing remarks. To everyone that tuned in today, I appreciate you. Salute you for pulling up and supporting the channel. Yes, you know, growth is everything. So be sure to subscribe to the channel, man. It's a lot of boxing, you know, leg work and trench work going into this weekend. I'll definitely be covering two fights, mostly the one with Team Williams being on deck over there in Alabama for another one. Roy Jones will be on deck again. And then we have another fight card that's going down here in the ATL. You know, that's shit. It got two fight cards going on at the same day. I don't know what's going on with that, but I'm gonna pick and choose. You know, I pick and choose for the one that I'm gonna support, man. You know, you already know who that is,
Right.
but we appreciate y'all pulling up, man. Do it again. Support the champ himself, the King Deontay Wilder, man. Don't let it go to the wayside with this Mark Breland shit. You know, support him and you know, just stay close for his comeback, man, so he can have those genuine fans when he come back.
Yes.
We want him to be able to walk in the arena next time and everybody cheering without them booing shit. We don't care what country they in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So y'all get yourself together, man, and be building up your support for the time he step back in the ring and let him know with your cheering and everything, man. It's like we fuck with you, champ. We good. But until then, man, y'all turn up and tune in to World Combat Sports and salute the tape for pulling up. I appreciate you, bro. Much
Oh, yeah,
love, man.
for sure, love.